Hello everyone and anyone, it's another game of 40k. What we're going to do today, we're going to do a 3,000 point battle of Primaris versus Firstborn. Really, this is just a showcase of all the Space Marines I have actually painted at this point in time. But I was actually curious to wonder which would actually come out on top in a fight. So we've had this little city placed down, and it's gonna be a bit of a ruck. So essentially, the storyline is up in a Space Marine bar where these guys were frequenting. Primaris and a Firstborn got into a bit of a raucous, and essentially the glove was thrown down and a challenge was accepted by both the captains. So we have a Primaris force, there we have them, and we have a Firstborn force, and then we have them. So a few rule changes really. So obviously I'm using quite a lot of my Space Marines, and they're not really going to fall into the categories of battalions or brigade or patrol or anything like that. So the idea of this is just basically the maximum is 3,000 points, and you can bring whatever you want as long as obviously it falls into a Firstborn category for these guys, and obviously it has to be a Primaris for these guys. So actually I've managed to get, I don't know how, I've done 3,000 points exactly. So what we're seeing here is exactly 6,000 points worth of Space Marines. So yeah, I suppose we'll have a look at them in a second, but we'll go over the map first. So we've got a bit of a cityscape going on. I quite like this. We've got this, and you can see, oh, I don't know if I can move the things down. Here we go. You can see all the way down to the bottom from here. So there's a nice clear shot if I've got an assassin, which I do. So there's basically, we've got 5 objective markers. We have one underneath here. We have one on top of the building there. We have one that's in the dead center, just there. And you've got one at the top of this building here, and we've got one just tucked away underneath there. So 5 across the midline of the battlefield. So everyone's got a 12-inch deployment zone from their battlefield edge, and that's marked out by these little straight white lines, if you can see them. There's another one. And there's another one, yeah. So that'll be tucked behind there, and so the base will have it's going to be a huge battle. So we're going to have quite a few troops going into strategic reserves, as well as obviously just regular reinforcements as well, if we can. As far as command points then, so I've decided to be quite nice to everybody, and I've given everybody 15 command points. So we've already spent a few. I think I already know that I've spent one on this dude, but so I'll put that in the pot. So what else we got to remember? So might as well talk about the actual battle as such. So once again, as usual, the primary objective is going to be owning 1, owning 2, or owning more than the opponent. And as you can see, there's the battlefield itself. So I've done all the lines, and we've got all the obscured, scalable, blah 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 blah. So that's just basically all we did around the center. So it's basically going to be charged to the middle from both sides and seeing who can hold them. As far as secondaries are, we're just going to go simple. We're not using any Blood Angels, the specific ones, because Iron Hands haven't got yet. So we're playing the Primaris as Iron Hands, because the only actual Iron Hands character I've actually got is this fella here. Not zooming in, but still. It's going to be the Iron Hand Ferris, something like that. That guy. That one. There we go. So we've got this guy going to be our, so we've got them, I've chosen them to be Iron Hands, and because the only character I had for this lot, the Astartes, was Brother Corbello, so we're going to run them as Blood Angels, which is quite good, because that's why I bought those two, because I'm running them as Blood Angels and Iron Hands usually. So this will just be my ability to remember a lot of things, hopefully. Hello, Scouts. So I'm going to zoom out. So buildings then and everything. So it's typical rules. Just obviously, if you can stand on top of it, you can stand on top of it. There's quite a lot of that going on. A lot of flat roofs going on. They're all quite sturdy. There's some walkways, planks. There's some bits you can sort of get in there. You can stand on top of these cargo containers. You can stand on frames. I'm declaring these things as sort of holograms, sort of lights, so you can see through them. Sort of think, sort of coruscant, sort of things like that. What else? Apart from that, yeah, pretty standard rules, really. I'm going to try and work a few more defense lines and sort of overwatching and stuff like that. So I've got a lot of stuff like that to sort of sit in Space Marine, you know, parking behind there. And hopefully there's some sort of, I think there's like extra 1 to hit or something. We get +1 addition to attacks. God knows. I'll keep the rule book close to me for this game. We've had a look. Did we look at the secondaries? No, I went off on a tangent, didn't I? So the Firstborn, who are playing as Blood Angels, are going to engage in all fronts, doing Psychic Ritual, because I've got 2 Psychics, and Assassinate, because I thought there should be a fundamental one between both of these. So the idea is basically kill the other team's command squad, really, for both, is really the objective. So the second team have got that as well. And attrition and domination for the Iron Hands. So what's the Blood Angels really going to be doing? They're going to be trying to get into the middle and just shooting outwards, whereas the Iron Hands want to basically take the entire front line. So whereas they're going to be in the middle, they're going to try and take as much as they can. So we'll see how that works out. Okay, any other rules I've got to remember? No, I think that's pretty much everything. So I think I've walked around the board to notice that there's quite a few nice big straight, got a nice streak going on here, which then sort of carries on to here as well. So nice big firing lines there. And I've pretty much you've got similar sort of things happening. So you've got across the street, shooting across the street, and shooting across the street. So there's lots of ways and diagonals, very sort of city-like. I think that's pretty much it. So I guess we'll go on to looking at the teams. And since I'm here, we might as well look at the Primaris then. So, I'm going to have to remember this because I've got tons of characters now. Let's get the focus sorted out. Alright, so the Warlord for this one is not Ferris because I don't like the Warlord trait and other bits and pieces because he gets characters get built-in things anyway, regardless of being Warlord. So you might as well give a non-named character the Warlord traits and have double up the traits and stuff like that. So he comes with a standard. It's troops within 5 inch, infantry within 6 inches get a 5 up invulnerable save. He can select a unit and they get 1 up on their hits from ranged attacks. And there's something else and I can't remember. But he's not being water, but he's a tech marine, so that will help out. What have we got? We've got this sort of tech marine stuff. No, that's apothecary area, but that's certainly tech marine stuff as well. Okay, so we've got a tech marine with a pretty good save and some lovely buffs for troops as well. So the Warlords, this one is going to be the Primaris captain there. So it's got the Storm Shield Relic Blade, I think I've given him. Possibly I've given him the Relic Blade. I think that might be for the other team. But regardless, a very powerful power sword. Heavy bolt pistol, I believe this one's outfitted with. And so I think I gave this one Warlord traits and a Relic. I think the Relic is... Oh yeah, I remember. He gets a 5-up shrug. They all get as a standard get a 6-up shrug. But he's now got a 5-up shrug. And also he's wearing a weird helm, which basically means anytime I spend a command point, I can roll a dice on a 5-up, I will get that command point back. And the first one I get back will be the only one I get back. That's per turn, not per game. So that's my Warlord. We've got a Librarian. I know that's the Phobos model, but I'm playing it as a standard Primaris Librarian with the Chief Librarian trait. So he knows 3 from the Technomancy discipline. I think they're like Machine Flens, something about blowing up their stuff. Lots of offensive stuff, really. I didn't really want him to be a buffer. I wanted him to be a destroyer. So I've got some anti-vehicle and anti-troop stuff with the psychic powers on that one. I think he's got ridiculous... I think I've given him a trait which basically means he can also resist another one. So he can resist 3 psychic powers, I think. So that's quite cool. Who else we got? We've got a lieutenant, standard lieutenant, but with the Storm Shield and Mastercraft Power Sword. Nothing on that one, so just the extra 1 rolls on the wounds. We've got an Eversor Assassin there, tucked away. Lots of little rules for that, but we'll get to that as and when that guy comes. But basically, he explodes, he has extra attacks if he kills people, and he gets to shoot at people if they're falling back on him. And then we've got the Chaplain, who's going to be buffing the ATV and the Outriders. I believe it's extra wound rolls, giving them wound stuff. So he also gets the standard one, which is reroll melee, but the 2 extra because I've given him Master of the Sanctuary. I think I've given him Wise Orator, which basically means he can all this stuff goes off on 2s or 3s, and yeah, stuff extra stuff. And yeah, he's got the extra +1 to the wounds in melee and extra +1 to wounds in ranged. So that's pretty cool. So that is the command squad for the Iron Hands. So let's have a look at what squads we've actually got in. We've got it's all WYSIWYG as well. So unfortunately, because I realised there's going to be a lot of thinking required of me. So I basically put everything, what they've got, on what they've got. So there's no going, oh, hang on, no, these guys have got plasma. No, everyone's got what they've got. Apart from these guys, actually, I just said that because these guys actually have a grenade launcher and they couldn't afford the grenade launcher, unfortunately. So that is just literally just bolt gun ammunition in this case. So you standard squad with a chainsword, 5 men with the rapid fire -1 rifles. Same again with them. And then we've got 10 assault intercessors. The sergeant's got the plasma pistol and the thunder hammer, and there's some lovely rule. There's a lovely rule to get these guys turning essentially into berserkers. They get to fight again on with 2 command points. So let's see if we can get them in on bulk. Last time I got them there was like 2-3 of them left. So hopefully we can do it when there's 10 of them still. We've got some blue lights. Oh, it's all getting very blurry. Right, we've got some Blagar veterans looking very moody with the blue light there. 5 of them. I've got 5 more to paint up, but 5 will do today. So they're going to be a bodyguard for someone in that little lot. We've got we've got some aggressors. We've got 5 aggressors with their, this is the bolts gun variant, not the flamestorm variant. So again, I think they'll be bodyguarding someone. We have the Invicta warsuit, so not a dreadnought. Not a dreadnought, people. Lots of guns. Toughness 6 rather than 7. But it can start up the field. So you can start it in concealed position. So apparently that's really sneaky. So that's really good. We got I think the only possible ones which can come in reserve with the Primaris. And that is the jump pack. I think these are the only ones that have the reinforcement stuff built in. Not many jump pack Space Marines in Primaris yet. But yeah, just 3 of them, so they're coming in. We got some in the Outriders, yep, so they've got a ridiculous ton. What I will be doing, because I know for a fact they'll be shot off the table if they stay on the table first thing, so these will be going into what's called a strategic reserve, along with the Invader and possibly their escort, the Chaplain, as well. So I'll be spending some command points and putting them to reserve and bringing them out sort of last minute when the Blood Angels think they've got us. Ah, no, they don't. What else we got? We've got, what have we got here? It looks like 10 Hellblasters to me with the standard assault ones. So strength 7, -4, 1 damage, and you can overcharge them. So 10 of them. We got some Eradicators. Yeah, Eradicators, that's the word. With 2 multi-melters and the standard assault melter rifle. And I've got to remember they've got the double shots because of the total eradication, obliteration, something like that. And then we've got ourselves a repulsor, so this is the sort of transporter. So it can take 10 standard Primaris or 5 in Gravis armor, or why would you put jumpsuit there? It doesn't make sense. But yeah, we've got 20 miles cannon, 2 miles talent, onslaught gatling, tons of bolters, and then there's a crackstorm launcher, and I believe we've got the Icarus rocket pod at the back there for any flying units. That be the Primaris. So, as I said, they're playing as Iron Hands, so their first Assault Doctrine, the only one, is the heavy ones. That was it. I was going to mention there's going to be a house rule. So, because they haven't had their update yet, it's a bit unfair that they can't stay in their Doctrine more than one, whereas the Blood Angels over here can be in it for 3 turns. Admittedly towards the end, but it is still 3 turns. So, I think, as a house rule, I'm going to say for Space Marines, until they're all updated codex, and against myself, so I don't really mind, we're going to say you can stay into a Doctrine for up to a maximum of 3 turns. So, you can either be in Devastator till turn 3, then you have to go to Tactical, and that could be twice. So you don't necessarily have to end up in Assault Doctrine at the end. But yeah, you can't be any longer than 3 in one Doctrine, rather than just one going straight into another one and straight into Assault, which won't be really... I mean, it could be quite good for these guys, but these guys are a lot better with in the Devastator Doctrine, evidently. Okay, that is the Primaris. So I guess we're going to have a look over at the Firstborn. Okay, so again, these are playing as Blood Angels. Oh, I get a seat this time. Hey, so Blood Angels. We've got a few more command squad than usual. Mainly because I think I started when I started buying these things. I started buying way more Firstborn because I was just basically remembering the stuff when I was a kid. So I wanted to get a biker, I wanted to get a jump pack unit, I wanted dreadnoughts, blah blah blah. So that's why I got way more of these. And then when I realized we're playing as Blood Angels, I wanted this guy because he's got some really really cool buffs, very cool buffs. Okay, so where should we start? We'll start with the Warlord. Warlord's going to be the captain on the bike. I've given it extra, I think it's additional hits on 6s with range fire, something like that. And he's got something about refunding command points, I think. No, maybe speed of the Primarch, because I thought because he's on a bike, he's going to be super fast. So speed of the Primarch, he gets to fight first in engagement if he's in with engagement range of anybody, even if they charged him. And he also has a melter gun, well, a combi melter mounted to the front of his bike, and that is a Thunderhammer. So pretty standard captain. Oh, of course, he gets the Chapter Master as well. So the unit that he's going to be accompanying, which you'll see in a bit, will be able to reroll all hits rather than just missed ones, or potentially 2s and 3s, whatever. Okay, we'll go Brother Corbello. He's got built-in stuff. I can take the helmet off, but I will do that later, maybe. Yeah, I didn't want to ruin a lovely miniature, so I managed to scrape the helmet out and pop on top of him. Because I don't think anybody's going to war without a helmet. Even this guy. This guy's sticking out in front of this chest, but he's still got his helmet on. So what have you got? He's basically the Chief Apothecary, so he gets his combat restoratives twice. So that's basically a unit can gain D3 wounds back twice. He has that Grail, which basically any units within 6 inches of him are put into the Assault Doctrine phase. So that's pretty good for Blood Angels, because obviously they really excel in the Assault Doctrine phase. He's got a Heaven's Teeth, which is our custom chainsaw. It's +1 on the strength, -2, possibly 2 damage. I don't know. I have to double check the stats. I've got them all set up. And he's possibly got something else, but I can't remember at the moment. Sort of Chief Sanguinary Priest or something. There's something extra. Okay, what else we got? We got a captain. So because you've got a Chapter Master, you can actually bring another captain along with you. So we've got a captain there with a relic blade, I believe, or it's a power sword of some description. And these all got, they look like plasma pistols, but reassured with the nice red glow, these now are Inferno pistols, because they're the one chapter that can take the sort of very, very short range melter pistol. So I think tons of my units in here have taken the melter pistol. So they're all sort of secretly secluded. I don't know. They're on them somewhere. So yeah, with the captain, jump pack, obviously the Iron Halo save, blah 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 blah. So same captain details, not the chapter master. So just re-rolling ones to hit rather than anything. Along with the captain, there would be the lieutenant. So that's power sword, Inferno pistol again, jump pack, and I don't think I've given them anything. And then there's a librarian as well, standard librarian, this one. Jump pack with the Force Axe Inferno pistol. And this one's to buff troops. So I think this has got the Sanguinius' shield, which gives a unit a 5+ invulnerable save. And I think I've got Unleash Rage with this one, which is any hits of 6 mean additional hits. That's pretty cool. We've also got a company champion back there, chapter champion as well, so champion of the chapter, so all the buffs for that one. You'll see who he's accompanying. We've also got a Vindicator assassin with a sniper rifle there, obviously the main armor of the Vindicator, and he's got Exodus rifle, I think it's called. So all the details of that, just like the Eversaw we saw over there, they've got loads of sort of details that can be concealed at the beginning of the match. They got a 4+ invulnerable save. This guy's got like a headshot skill. We'll come to that as it comes. Who else we got? We got one more, which is the customized Blood Angel. Yep, Blood Angel Librarian Dreadnought. So this one I've made a bit of more of a beast to itself rather than buffing other people. So this has got the wings of Sanguinius, so it can fly, and also I think I've got the D3 extra attack, something like that. So this is a bit of a beast of a machine. Cool, that's the HQ then. Let's go and have a look at the troops. So, obviously, when I started collecting, scouts are still considered troop options. So I bought 2 lots of them, and then they got turned into elites. And who's going to take them as elites? No one. So I'm just going to run these guys as they're going to be a troop option, but that'll come to test when we actually do some. Because I think the only troops I've actually got are these guys. But anyhow, let's have a look. We got, so these are exactly the same. So we've got Melter Pistol on the sergeants, both of these guys with the gun sticking up higher. See those two? And they got a sniper rifle along with 3 other sniper marines, scouts, and 2 rocket launchers. So they can obviously go up front. They did not gain an extra wound when it came to the upgrade. They're still at 1 wound. So we've got to be careful with them. But they are probably going to accompany my Master's sniper. See if they can learn something from him, or vice versa. We have a standard tactical squad of Space Marines. So the sergeant there has the combi melter. Yep, there we go. And we've got just a regular melter gun there on the other Marine there, and 3 bolt guns. So standard Space Marine tactical squad, just a 5-man troop. We've then got some, what do you call these guys? These are the Vanguard veterans. No, company veterans. Hang on, just going to turn the colours down. Right. Okay, so we've got our company veterans. These guys are more my urban specialists, so hence there's more an urban camo. They have come with the Storm Shield and a Power Axe, so if they came against more squishier targets, they will be wounding on 2s, but against fellow Marines, they're going to be going against on 3s, but they're Space Marines, so they get +1 to their wounds if they charge, so that's pretty cool. So they will be accompanied by the company champion there, who's also in his urban camo colours, and you'll see their vehicle in a moment. We've got the Vanguard Veteran Squad, so not an Assault Squad, the Vanguard Veteran, so they all get an extra attack, and I think the leadership's slightly higher, something like that. And then we've got a few chainswords, bolt pistols, we've got a chainsword with a power fist, we've got some thunder hammers and storm shields, we've got some lightning claws, so we've got a bit of a mixed bag. Got 9 of them. I couldn't quite afford the 10th one for that one. That's probably quite good because they start as a standard of 5, so I feel like they're just going to be accompanying my entire jump pack command crew. Who else we got? We couldn't do a regular one, a Firstborn, without some Terminators. So I don't usually take my Terminators out, but I wanted to put them in this time. So again, these, just like these guys, they'll have a version of coming in reinforcements without having to pay. So chances are I don't know if I'm going to bring them first. It depends how heavy it is on that front one, if I'm going to be able to get them in anywhere. Okay, so that's just your standard Terminator squad with the assault cannon. Most of them got, 1, 2, 3... 3? Yeah, 3 chain fists, 1 power fist, and a power sword. So pretty good combat troops as well. We had a Venerable Dreadnought. So the Venerable Dreadnought is hitting on 2s and, ballistic skill, weapon skill 2 rather than the 3 for a Dreadnought. Still gets a Dreadnought keyword, so I can do all the funky stuff that Dreadnoughts can do. We got Heavy Flamer as well with that one. What else? Twin Las Cannon. What's the difference between this one and a Dreadnought? It does get the -1 on all damage, but also it gets a shrug on the 6s as well. So I think that's the difference between it. It gets the the shrug. Cool. So who's going to be accompanying the captain, the chapter master? So we've got a bunch of bikes here. We've got the Sarge with a thunder hammer. I think we've got 5 Space Marines with chainswords. We've got the multi-melter on an attack bike. And I think that's my squad, yeah. So there's nothing really fancy you can do with them. So I think I've given my chapter master some abilities to buff these guys. So that's quite cool. They'll also be accompanied by the old school land speeder. Not the old school one land speeder, because literally that will fall through the table by this point, because that was one heavy miniature. So we've got the Typhoon one. So this is the Cyclone missile launcher and the multi-melter arms. It's a quite heavy anti-tank one. Okay, what else we got? We've got a old school Devastator squad. These are chunkier Space Marines, so they're going to be carrying the bigger weapons. They've also got what's called a reload, so it's like an armored cherub. I think the thing's 5 points, and basically someone gets to fire again. That's once per game. And the Sarge himself gives up a 2-up, basically +1 to your shots as well. So the Sergeant buffs one of these guys during the game as well. Okay, so regular Devastator squad. We have the Annihilator Predator, so 2 las cannons on the sponsons and a twin las cannon as the main armament. And we also have a Hunter Killer Missile with the Storm Bolter. Hey, dude. And, just standard Predator tank. And we've got the Razorback, which will be taking the Urban Assault Marines in with a twin las cannon as well. I believe I've got a Hunter Killer Missile, where that sort of X thing is on, yeah. And you're going to be doing some shooting, aren't you? Yes, you are. Cool. Right, that is it then. So it's going to be Firstborn versus the Primaris. So I guess the first thing we do is zoom out. That's better. And we're going to roll off to see who's going to be who. So I'm going to do, because they're sort of new bloods, the green is going to be my Primaris, and the old school darkened veterans are going to be the black dice for Firstborn. So we're going to roll to deploy first. So that's basically the veterans there get to use their skills to go first. So we will deploy in a bit and come back. Okay, here we are after deployment then. So I guess I should pick a side because everybody is tucked in, so because they have no idea who's going to go first, so everybody's hidden. So let's have a look. I guess we'll go to the Firstborn because they were the Firstborn. So closest ones then. So it looks like we've got the Devastator squad hanging out on the top of the looks like the ramen shop. So they just got there, so they'll be getting a +1 to their saving throws if they stay in light cover like they are. So basically, any building is going to be light cover. So as long as your unit's in there and the other unit who's attacking you isn't in that building, you'll be getting a +1. And I believe I'm not going to do any -1s to shooting through because there's no sort of cables or anything like that. So there's no dense sort of cover or anything like that at all. Okay, let's carry on then. So we have the Devastator squad. I suppose we should have a look who's in reserve as well. So I believe my reserves are sort of higgledy-piggledy here with my towel. So we've got the Vanguard squad. So I think I've partly started moving them. We've got, yeah, there's the rest of them. There's the captain and the, let's have a look in. So we've got the captain, we've got the librarian, and we've got the lieutenant with the jump packs, along with the Vanguard squad. We've got the company veterans, yep, and the champion, who are in the Razorback, which is on the field, but obviously they're inside the Razorback. And then we got the Terminators, who are in the Teleportorium. So we have got quite a lot of reserves on the Firstborn side. Okay, so we got you guys. Okay, let's have a look else. Who else we got here? So we've got the tactical squad, who are just sort of conveniently tucked in this sort of alleyway. They're ready to be deployed into, I believe either going to be onto that one, or that one. Yeah, it's not and or because both of them. So there's the 5 of them. Then they've got the 2 dreadnoughts. So the first one in the front here is the standard one, and the librarian is behind him. And then we've also got Brother Corbello, just with theirs also. They cannot be seen at all. Via looking around here, you have to be within this sort of area. And look what we got here. So the person who can shoot him is the Predator tank. So again, nice and tucked away. No one can see them if they lose the first turn draw. And certainly you do not want to be against the Iron Hands in you don't want to be in target range. Cool. So that's them. And on the other side of this, we got the Digital Typhoon, and we've got the Razorback, obviously with the company veterans and the company champion in there as well. We've got the Chapter Master is that one, and then we've got the rest of the squad backing that one up. And then, so that's everyone here. And then you've got some scouts at the top here, and they're actually on the point. And then there's the scouts along with the Vindicare Assassin tucked away in here. So that is our Firstborn's deployment. Pretty hidden. So if you look from the other side, I think the only ones you can see, so obviously you can see the Devastator squad. We can't see the tactical squad. We obviously can't see the dreadnoughts. We can't see Brother Corbello. We can't see the Predator. We can't see the Razorback, and we can't see the Typhoon missile, the Typhoon land speeder. We can't see them, but because they were deployed last, I saw there wasn't too much of a problem because the majority of the stuff went down here. So that is their turn. Let's have a look at the Iron Hands. So let's have a look at the reserves first. So inside the repulsor, we have the assault veterans, not assault veterans, but assault squad. And then we also, well, they could be assault veterans. No, they're not, because they would cost more. And we have the Eversol, who is somewhere hiding in the field, who's going to pop out at any point to cause mayhem. And then I paid strategic reserve points, so these guys can't come in on the first turn. Same with everyone, really. So they're going to come in along with the ATV, and we've got the chaplain as well. And these guys are in sort of high altitude. These guys kind of had sort of built-in reinforcement sort of ability, so they're just in the air waiting to drop in. So quite a lot again on their side too. But let's have a look then. Who actually managed to tuck on the field in time? So we've got an intercessor squad just parked in this little building here who can rush out, so they're going to get some saving throws for being in the building. Same with these guys, another intercessor squad. They're just parked upon this building, so they'll get one up on the safe. They're targeted. We've got the Invictus tactical war suit. That is not within range of anything, so that will not be getting any benefits for light cover. Then we've got everyone pretty much in here. Let's go to the aggressor squad first. We've got the aggressor squad tucked behind this container. So again, blocking line of sight to anyone who might want to target them. Their main problem is these guys up here, so they're going to try and take them out first. What have we got then? We've got the librarian. We've got the blade guard veterans. We've got the repulsor tank with the assault intercessors inside it. We've got the captain there. We've got Feros there, the Tech Marine, technically the chapter master. Then we've got the Hellblaster squad with the assault ones, so they're within rapid fire range of anything sort of basically along. Basically, they can hit these 2 targets at 15 rapid range. That's pretty good. What else we got? We've got the Eradicators in here as well. And then there's the Lieutenant. So there's lots going to be +1 to hits, rerolling ones, Well, yeah, there's going to be quite a lot of buffs going on in this area. So it really depends on who goes to go first. So I guess we should go... Is that everybody? I think it's everybody. Yes, that is everybody. Right, we're going to do rolling first then. So, again, black is going to be for our Firstborn and green is for our Iron Hands. Right, that makes sense. Okay. So the Firstborn gets a 6 and Iron Hands get a 4. So they can choose. So, the Firstborn gets to choose what goes first. We'll come back to you after I've had whoever's turn 1 movement phase. Okay then, after much umming and ahhing, I thought I'd pay off the Blood Angels hiding in their positions to get to use their go first. So, they've moved up a little bit. So we've had the Devastators cool down the building and they've come up there and they didn't advance or anything, so they still get to fire their heavy weapons. It will be -1, but still get to use them, so we'll see how that goes. We did have the Tactical Squad move out from this position and they're moving up on towards that objective there. They did advance, so they rolled a 6 +1 because they're Blood Angels, so that means 7. So that did quite good. So that is over in this corner. So what have we got over here? We've got Bravo Corbello behind the Predator tank taking cover. Also, we've got the regular Dread protecting the Librarian Dread, but we're going to be doing some stuff with the Librarian Dread in 1 second. We've got the huge swath of fast attack just come through the area there with the Chapter Master. So at the beginning of the go in the command phase, the Chapter Master gave everybody in this squad a reroll hits, so that's pretty cool. And then because we couldn't see anything, we had the Razorback advance and it moved there, rolling another 6, so it moved 7. So that's pretty cool. So let's get rid of those dice because they're going to get confusing. So there's only 2 bits. I might as well keep those because of the tests. So I haven't got any other psychers apart from my Psychic Dreadnought, so there's only 2 things I can really roll. First we're going to do the Sanguinius's Wings, which goes off on a 6. I'll have to double check. I don't think I've given him any extra, so yeah, it will be a 6 it goes off on. So let's try that. That goes off on a 6, marvellous. So you get to move, now. 12 inches and gets to move as with the fly keyword. So I've already done some measuring, and essentially that puts him right behind here. So, oh, almost knocked the building down. Well, Dreadnought would knock the building down. So he's jumped over to there, so he's within distance of there, a little bit closer, but certainly still in cover. Okay, and the other one was basically. I think it hits to reroll advances and charge rolls to the next psychic turn and D3 extra attack. So I might also try that one as well. Because I said, oh, hang on. Well, let's have a look now here. 2 seconds. I've got to do some measuring now because now technically I might be in smiting distance of that. So let's have a little look. Yeah, there's about 16 inches between the 2 of those walkers, I'm going to call them, because one's a Dreadnought and one's an Invictus Tactical Warsuit. So we're going to go to this one then. So it's going to be smiting on the Invictus Warsuit. So this goes off on a 5, and I believe it has to be 10 plus for a Super Smite, and we're not looking for Snake Eyes or double 6s. So that's a regular old smite, so that's D3 wounds. For 2 wounds, and because they're Iron Hands, they get to shrug, so 2 wounds shrugging on 6s. No, that is 2 wounds on the Victor's Warsuit. Well done. So that is the end of the psychic phase. So I'm going to decide who to start shooting with first. I think what we've got here is we've got some las cannons here aiming down at this thing. So we can see through into this building. We can see the repulsor in there. And essentially what I can see here is the Hellblaster squad. We've got the Eradicators in the front there, and we've got the Repulsor. Everyone else is really obscured, so that's who we're going to be aiming at. Apart from the Scouts and the Vindicare, who can actually see from the top, and they can look down upon that Aggressor squad. So that's basically going to be the shot. So I'm going to... Oh yeah, we've got the las cannons as well. So we've got the las cannons shooting them as well. So I'm going to take some wounds off the Invictus Warsuit, and we'll come back with our Devastator squad. Right then, Devastator squad. So we did move. So that will be, because they're all heavy weapons, there's no sort of advantages for Blood Angels with heavy weapons. We've got 4 las cannons there, but the Sergeant can basically guide the hand of one of the Space Marines. So we've got 2 different throws here. We've got to have one for rolls of 4 and then one for a roll of 3, because it would be, yeah, you get it. So we're going to do hitting, so we're attacking, we can't see the Invictus Warsuit, but we can see these guys. So if you look down, we can, there we go. So we're going to aim at them. Then with las cannons, it's a bit of an overkill, but you shoot what you can shoot, really, isn't it? So hitting on 4s, not a shot. No rerolls. Okay, so that's and this is going to be hitting on 3. No shots at all. So that's a devastated squad. Okay, fair enough. So we've got them, nothing for them coming through. Nothing for you because you're just a heavy flamer. Right then, I think we've got our Predator tank then next. So, what I can do is, he's not core, I believe it is core. So I might spend a command point. Let me double check the keywords on Predator tank. I'm pretty sure it actually did manage to keep, actually I don't think it did. 2 seconds. Nope, my hopes are dashed. It has lost its core keyword, so therefore it can't reroll anything. So, no point giving the Dreadnought the sort of the lieutenant or the captain reroll. So we've got 4 las cannons and we have a hunter killer. I prefer getting rid of the hunter killer missiles first thing. So we'll do the first. Well, basically we're going to go all into the repulsor, I believe. So that's going to be 4 las cannons and the hunter killer. So we've got 4 las cannons hitting on 3s. It will get a +1 to its saves, and it just gets a shrug and stuff like that. So also I believe it's going to use a command point. We'll get back to that when it's taking its damage and doing damage rolls for that one. Okay, so we're going to be firstly hitting on 3s. So 2 hits, 2 misses. Okay, wounding on, because it's toughness 8 and this is 9, so this is wounding on 3s. So both wound. Okay, so this should be -3. But now it's -4. Because I'm in heavy devastated doctrine. But because he's in cover, that's back to -3 again. So that does get 2 6-up saves. So, there's nothing I can do to affect the saves of it. And because they should get invulnerable save, but that's only in infantry. So this is 2 6-up saves. So that equals 6, but that's not a save. So, that will be d6 mortal wounds, d6 wounds, sorry, a piece. So, d6 wounds. So that's 7 wounds, so that's 7 shrugs, and I'm just going to reread a stratagem for Iron Hands to turn that into a 4-up shrug. No, the one I was looking up was strictly for infantry only, so tanks cannot take advantage of the embrace. I suppose it's because they are completely made still, so there's no flesh to sort of reject. So he's got, was it 16 wounds to get through? So this is 7 of them. Shrugging on 6s. We got 1 shrug, so down 6 wounds, so just take away one of those dice. Okay, that is first on. So, we've still got some las cannons and some hunter killer missiles, so back in a second. Right, and it's still with the Predator then. So we've got the it's one and only hunter killer missile. So strength 10 -2, so -3 at the moment. But yeah, we'll do this. So hitting on 3s. Hits. So strength 10 versus toughness 8, so wounding on 3s. Wounds, so it's -2 plus 1 extra 1 because of devastated doctrine. So it's -3, but it's in cover, so it's back to -2. So 5-up save. Doesn't save. It might spend a command point at this point in time to do that. So spend a command point for them to save that again. So saving on a 5. Doesn't save. So right, I'll come back and we'll do d6 damage then. For 1. Do you want to pay to reroll that as well? Yep, we'll both do 2 rerolls. 1, okay, so 1 damage of that, so we'll see if you shrug on a 6. Doesn't shrug. Okay, so that's 1 more damage off the repulsor, and everybody loses a command point. Right, we'll be back when we do some firing for this guy. Right then, so we've got our Venerable Dreadnought hitting the repulsor with 2 las cannons, hitting on 2s. 2 hits, wounding on 3s. 1 wound, so this is -3, so it's back to 6s again, so 6-up save. Doesn't save, oh dear, and d6 damage. For 5, oh, so that's going to be 5 shrugs. Looking for 6s for the poor repulsor. It takes 3, excellent, managed to scrub 2 of them off. Okay, takes number 3, that is everybody shooting here, so I believe we're going to go to you guys next. Right then, so we've got some choices to make here, really. But we know that destroying the vehicles will really annoy the Iron Hands. So what we're going to do is we're going to fire the Typhoon missile launcher back into the repulsor. And we're going to do the multi-melter into the Invictus Warsuit. Then also, later on, we're going to do the missile launchers into them if we haven't finished them off with them. So I'll come back to them a bit later. Okay, so we'll do 2 multi-melter shots into the Invictus Warsuit. There's the captain right there, so we're re-rolling 1, so that's pretty handy. So 2 multi-melter shot hitting on 3s. 2 hits, strength 8 versus toughness 6 is going to be wounding on 3s, no lieutenants, so no rerolls. Doesn't have to. So this is -5, that burns straight through, that's 2d6 damage. For 3. For 3. Ugh, typical. Okay, that's 3 damage on them. Let me just... Oh, yeah, and we've got to do the shrugs. So, shrugging those 3. Remains to shrug 1 of them. So, 2 damage off the Invictus Warsuit. Right in, the Typhoon missile launcher then. 2 cracked missiles going into the repulsor yet again. See if we can try and destroy it. So, hitting on... Oh, that's 2 hits. Lovely. So, this is... These are strength 8, toughness 8. So, these are going to be 4s this time. No rerolls. So 1 hit, ones to get through. So this is at now at -3, but let's get his save again. So it's back to -2 again, which is his normal AP. So that gives it a 5-up save. Come on, we haven't any saves on the repulsor yet. There we go, save. So the crack missile pings off the armor. Okay. So we're going to do the bike squad next. That's everything from you, isn't it, buddy, old pal? We'll do the bike squad next then. So we'll do the multi-melter into the this guy, into the Invictus Warsuit. And then we're going to do a barrage of bolt gun into, I believe, we're going to do it. Choices. In fact, I might come back and I'm going to do instead of doing the bike squad first, we're going to do the scout squads and then Vindicare Assassin. So again, the Vindicare can't actually shoot a main target, so we're going to be taking shots at the aggressor squad over there, and the rocket launchers are going to go into the again, the repulsor. So we'll do this as a combined squad then, just 10, because obviously they're all together and they've got the same stats. So 2 rocket launchers into the repulsor, hitting on 3s because we didn't move. No way to re-roll, so 1 hit. 4s, no re-rolls. Right, 2 duds rockets again, that's a shame. Okay, so then we've got 8. We've got 8 rifles coming through. We've got 8 sniper rifles. These are going to be against the aggressors. So they've got some special rules. But, they shouldn't do 2. Actually, should we do this? Yeah, I've already declared that now, so we're going to do that. So, we've got 8 shots. Okay, so these are wounding... Oh, first of all, hit on 3s. Not too bad. So, we're looking for 6s on this next one, because 6s are mortal wounds. So 7 shots get through. So we're wounding on 5s, mortal wounds on 6s. So we've got 1 mortal wound, and we've got 2 additional hits in there. So, mortal wound goes through automatically. Some people got to do some shrugging as well in a second. So -2 now. So let me just put that down. So we've mortal wound already. And these are all going to be -2 for these guys. So that gives them a 5-up save? Yeah, 5-up save. So 2 get through. So we're going to try and shrug those. Shrugs on 6s. And 1 gets through. Okay, the aggressors are starting to be destroyed, but only very, very slowly. Cool. Then it's the Vindicare's turn. So I've just got to look up the rules for 1 second. Right, through the chaos of battle, my Vindicare has selected a much more prime and juicy target of the Iron Hands Librarian. So, I've had a look at the weaponry, so I can not shoot again because I've got to choose another target and I don't want to waste my command point on something other than a character. So I'm going to shoot this one with my Vindicator. So I've got a hit on 2, wound on 2, and then I've got some special stuff for wound rolls. So, let's do some hitting first. So, first, I can't pay for a reroll because I used that earlier. So, yay, it's low, but I got it. So, it's a hit. So, we're going to be wounding on 2s, and 6 will give me D6 wounds. Ugh. Yeah, this is why I don't bring the Vindicare with me. Okay, so I can't reroll the wounds, so that's failed. Right then, so that is... I know what we're talking about. Not everyone has failed. Right, we've got a ton of shots coming in from bolt guns, and I believe, yeah, they have a multi-melter against this guy. So let's do the multi-melt first, because I've got 2 dice here. So, we're going to be hitting on... because we're infantry, we did move, so this is going to be 4s, because we're not a vehicle, therefore heavy weapons are still -1 to hit. So, 4s to hit the Invictus Warsuit. We've got 1 hit. So this is going to be 8 versus 6. This is going to be -3. Sorry, -3. So it'll be wounding on 3s. Wounds. So a multi-melt is -4 plus 5, so it's no save. So this is going to be D6. Yeah, D6 damage knocks. I'm definitely not within half range for 2. And then he's going to shrug it then. So 2 for the shrug. No shrug, so 2 damage, and it is down to 7 wounds. Right then, our bolt guns are going to go into the Hellblasters. So, back in a second when I get some more dice. Right then, so this mob here they've got 10 bikes, then we've got plus the captain, so we've got 11 bikes, but captain hits on 2. So we're going to do some hitting on 3s first against the Hellblasters at the top there. So, we're going to be saving on 2s though. Ugh. Right. There's nothing best. I can't shoot anything there. They're all going to get to an extra +1 to the save. Anyhow, so we're rolling these. We're going to hit you on 3s, and we're going to be re-rolling all the hits. So, boom. Right. I'll re-roll all the other ones and come back to in a second. Okay, this many wounding on 4s. And this many sitting on 2s. Sorry, saving on 2s. Right, a few ones there. Let's have a look. Okay, back in a second. Okay, 5, 4, 6 shrugs. So that is 2 dead Hellblasters. Yeah, not the worst in the world. Right then, so that's 2 of them down. Let's do the captain then. So this is against the same squad, hitting on 2s. Can't re-roll his own 1. Wounding on 4s. 1 wound, and just saving on 2 saves. So that is 2 dead Hellblasters for them. So 2 plus 6 is 8, so they don't have to do a morale test because they've already got 8 morale. That's fine. Okay, I believe that is everybody fired then. So there's going to be no charging as such from the Blood Angels. So I believe that is going to be the end of their turn 1. So we'll come back to you when the Iron Hands have decided what they're going to do. Right, back in a second, people. Okay, some significant moving then from the Iron Hands team. So, what have we got? So we had these guys move out of here, and they just moved up 6 inches. This guy was just about right in the right bracket to be moving the full distance, so he's moved 10 inches, and he's still fire. I believe we just had these guys move up, and I thought we were going to advance them, so we may still advance them, and trying to get them up there. What do you reckon? I suppose we need to lend some fire support into them. Okay, we're going to keep them there as for the time being because we can't score anything on our first turn anyway. These guys advance along with the captain, along with the librarian there with the swirly base, and the lieutenant as well also advanced, and so did the tech marine Firstborn. He also managed to slap another 3 wounds back onto the repulsor. He also, before in the command phase, managed to give +1 hits to a squad of his choice. So he gave that to the multi-melter squad. So these guys will be hitting on 2s. That's quite nice. What else we got? We have these guys move up. We can fire them. Oh, we can advance them and fire them. So we might do that, in fact. So let's do that on for the camera. So we've already had 2 wounds. So let's see if we can advance them up. For 5 inches. Brilliant. So I'm going to move them in that direction. Back in a second. That's them moved up, nice 5 inches. So I've just double checked, they're out of charge range, unfortunately, of the scouts, but they're certainly within shooting range. So they are now -1 to hit because they advanced, but they have got assault weaponry, so at least they still can fire. So, I think that is everybody moved. Obviously, I can't bring any reinforcements in at the moment. It would be a bit silly at this point. So basically, everyone's just basically moved up a bit. Okay, so we only have 1 psyker in the family. Yeah, we do have 1 psyker, and I've got to double check what they're going to do. So firstly, I've got to double check if they're within 18 inches. So I presume these guys are. So that's easy enough, and we'll double check to see if those are as well. I don't think they are. Okay, I'll be back once I've decided what I'm going to do with psychic shenanigans. Okie doke, just had a look up them. So the only 2 I want to do at the moment is one called Size Steel Armor, which I'm going to put on my Gravis boys on a walk value of 6. And I'm going to do Smite against the closest unit, which is those scouts there. So we'll do Smite first. The Smite is right. Let's see that. We're looking on 5s. That goes off for D3 wounds, mortal wounds. 4 3. So that is 3 dead scouts. Marvellous. Getting closer to the Vindicator inside there. Okay, so that's them gone. So we'll keep the Sergeant and the Missile Launcher. Okay. And then we're going to do the Size Steel Armor on my Gravis troops, so we should give them an extra +1 to their armor saves. So this goes off on a 6. Which goes off fantastically. Okay, so they've got a +1, so I've just got to remember that. I haven't got the cards for that, so I just have to remember that one. Cool. So we're going to do some shooting then. So I've got to line up some targets. There's a lot of shooty stuff here. So I am in Devastated Doctrine, so anybody who has got a heavy weapon, I think the only rule that it really applies to is these gents. Basically, you can move and suffer no penalties for moving. That's just the multi-melters, to be fair, because they're assault weapons, the other ones. And then they can reroll ones for. I can reroll ones for all heavy weapons, so that does apply to quite a few. I mean, I've got a few heavy weapons on this guy, heavy weapons on this one, so that will apply. Okay, I'm going to choose some targets then. So I'm going to do some measuring. I'm going to do some counting, and I'm going to look at the board and see what I'm going to do. Right, we're back with the first bit of firing. Okay, so here you are in the firing terms. So, like I said, we're in Devastated Doctrine, so we can reroll ones for heavy weapons, and basically a few guys haven't counted as moving. So, we'll start from this corner. So, we've only got the Devastators and the Tactical Squad to take care of. So, only a few weapons are within range. They can't shoot them because they can't see them, and they can't get them either. So, we're going to have to leave it to the Invictus Warsuit to take care of that one. But his Incendiary Cannon can't reach him anyway, so we're going to have all weapons apart from the Incendiary Cannon, which is a big right-hand weapon, which is going to go into them, and everything else is going to go into them. Then these guys and those guys are going to try and wipe out anything that remains on that one, because that's all they can see. Okay then, let's try that then, that's the idea. So firstly, the Incendiary Cannon, so 2d6 shots, so 7 shots. That looks like 7, yep. So these are strength 5 versus toughness 4, so this is going to be wounding on 3s. 4 get through. Okay, so because we're in Devastated Doctrine, it's going to be now -2, so these are now 5-up saves. 2 saves, so that's 1 down. Space Marine. Okay. 1 down. Okay, so we'll do the rest of the Invictus Warsuit then. So I'll see if I can remember them. So we've got twin Iron Hail guns, those 2 giant nipples sticking out the front there. So that's going to be 8 shots, I believe, because they get 4 apiece. So, this is going to be hitting the last cannon dude. So we're going to be hitting on 3s, because we didn't advance or anything like that, and we haven't bracketed yet. So, that's when you hit. Strength 4, toughness 4, wounding on 4s, no rerolls. 3 get through, so this is a -2, so this is going to be 5-up saves for the Devastators. 1 wound off a Devastator. Let's take one of those. Okay, they're taking 1 wound. Okay, so heavy bolter that's in his hand. So we'll just go across the guns here. So 3 hits on 3s. 2 get through. Strength 5, toughness 4. There's going to be 3s to wound. 2 wounds at -2, so 5 up, and this is 2 damage apiece. So 2 wounds, so that's 2 Devastators. So that is. They lose that wound though. Okay. And then he has his grenade rack as well, which can reach as well. So that is basically a bolt gun thing. So D6 shots. 2. Hitting on 3s. 2 hits. Wounding on 4s. 1 wound at dash. So this is a 3-up save. Saves. Okay, so that is the Invictus Warsuit done. So 2 Devastators down. And 1 Tactical Marine down. Let's see if we can get the rest of the Tactical Marines down. So we've got, I believe we've got rapid fire. So this is going to be 10 shots coming in from in Successor Squad. Yeah. Nothing about rerolls for these ones. So this is going to be standard Marine. So elite hits, hitting on 3. Just over half. Wounding on 4s. Not very good. 1 wounds. Tough old boys. Tough as leather. So this is -1, so this is going to be a 4-up save on the Tactical Marines. Saved. Okay, it's the same squad. They've got exactly the same deal, but they're not within rapid fire range, I believe. Oh, no, they are. So this is going to be another 10 shots into the Tactical Marines. 2 more. Okay, see how lucky these guys can get. Right, into these poor fellows. Oh, that is terrible. That is lots of ones. So, 3 shots get through. And that is an awful... Let's not go to Vegas, people. Okay, wounding on 4s. 2 wounds. Dash of 2 4-up saves. 1 save, 1 wound. So, there's 1 left on 1 wound. because they've all got 2 wounds now. Okay, so not much going on from those guys. All right then, so we've got nothing from here. We do have the multi-melters, nothing from these guys because they're all advanced. Then we do have the big guy. So let's probably do the big guy next, because while we're doing vehicles, well, I just did a vehicle. So let's take some dice over there because it makes it more fun. Oop, drop dice. Right. Oh, God. Right. So what have we got in here? We've got 2 las cannons, we've got a las talon, we've got onslaught gatling gun, we've got about 4 fragstorm launchers, 1 crackstorm launcher, and Icarus rocket pod, and a partridge. No. So we're going to do the las cannon. So the las talon is 24 inches, and the las cannons are 48. So the 48 ones can hit the predator, whereas the las talon can reach out and hit the typhoon. So we'll do the las talon first. So against the typhoon land speeder. So we're going to be, we've got nothing going on, and because we're iron hands, we're still in normal brackets, so we're still hitting on 3s. Can't core. And I think any sort of special, they got the special buffs. So nothing special for this guy. So hitting on 3s against the land speeder. That's a 2, so 1 hit. So this is going to be 3s. That's a wound. -4. No save, so d6 damage. For this big 6. Oh, I think they're maybe 6 piece. That could be explosion. I've got to double check. Yep, 6 does it. That's 1 dead land speed. That's a good shot from the last turn there. And does it explode? It does explode. So the captain and that squad will both take a mortal wound. Oops. Right. Okay, back. We'll just do that, and then we'll come back with the las cannon against the predator. So the captain's now down to 5 wounds. They've one's taken a wound, and there's no way to save those. So what are we doing now? We're going to do the las cannon into the predator. So there's 2 shots hitting on 3s. 1 hit on miss. Wounding on 3. Wounds at -4, no save. So this is going to be a d6 damage for 2. Should we pay to reroll that? Yeah, we're going to pay for a reroll. No, we've got multi-melters. We're not. We're going to take that too. Okay, so that's 2 off the predator. We're going to start firing the onslaught gatling gun against who? I believe it's going to be against the biker squad. So 9 wounds left on the predator. We'll do the onslaught gatling cannon into the bike squad. So this is going to be hitting on 3s again. That's pretty good, all but 1. So this is going to be 6 on 5. So this is going to be 3s. Well, actually, I'm not sure if this is a 5 or a 6. Double check. It's a strength 5 weapon. The larger one, which would replace the las talon, is strength 6, whereas this is strength 5. So this is going to be 4s for this one. So on 4s, not great. I think that's 2 get through at -2, giving them 5 up save. And that is 1 dead biker because 1 was on a wound already. Okay, cool. He's managed to do some damage. Now we're going to do the fragstorm and the crackstorm and the Icarus. Right then, so we've got 4 fragstorms, 1 Icarus, and 1 crackstorm. So we're just going to do the whole lot into the rest of the scouts there. So we'll do the 4 fragstorm launchers, and so these are 4 d6 shots. That's 15 shots. I'm going to need 5 more dice. Try and do it all in one shot, people, but sometimes it's just so much easier just to stop and start again. Okay, so we're going to do, they will get a 1 up save, so this is they're going to be at least saving on, because they got a 4 up save, but they'll be 3 up save. Oh, plus they've got camo cloak, so that's 2 up save, so they'll be saving on 2s. That's not too bad. So hitting on 3s first. Let me just count all those up. This many on 4s. Counting those up. Okay, so it's a dash weapon, and they've got a ton of saves because they're in. They've got camo cloaks and they're in cover, so this is going to be saving on 2s. So we've got 1 dead scout out of all of that. So I'm going to say that's on the existing scout squad we've got here. So goodbye. I guess goodbye the rocket launcher. Okay, so we've got a crackstorm launcher. So that is just 1 shot against the Sarge. It looks like. Hit Sarge, so this is going to be wounding on, I believe the crackstorm is only 6, so it's 3. Wounds at -2 at this point in time, so that's back to its normal state, so 4. He does not save for, well, it's D1 damage, so he gets D3 damage, so he gets that. It's the Icarus, no, it's the Crackstorm, sorry. And then the Icarus gets D3 for 2 shots. Hitting on 3s, 1 hit. Strength 7, toughness 4, so 3s. Wounds at -2, so back to 4 again. So I'm safe, and this is, well, it's 1 piece, so there could be 1. That's 1 more scout gun. So, Fragstorm's done, Crackstorm's done, and Icarus is done. That is all the gun. Oh, I've got an iron. Oh, I've got the iron stubber there as well at the front. So that's 4 more shots against the scouts. Ooh. So this is basically like a, well, it's like it's a bolt gun. So I can reroll 1s, or forget on this. You can reroll 1s on these naturally. Yeah, no rerolls there. All hits. I should remember that at the beginning of the game. Well, still got to remember it for the multi-melters. So we're going to be wounding on 4s. 2 get through. -2 because we're in heavy doctrine, but that's defied by the camo cloak. So 4s again. By 6. Okay, that is all the guns. Okay then, back to more stupidness. So against the rest of the scouts, because we're going to try and finish them off to get that Vindicator tucked in there, because he might run away. He's not quite in charging distance, so we're going to try and eradicate him. So we're going to do the grenade racks at the oh, we're supposed to go choose the whole thing. So the whole thing's got to go against the damn, yeah. Okay, well maybe you swing with the Hell Blasters then. Right then, so this is against the rest of the Scout Squad, which is the last 4 remaining members of the team. So we've got to do 5d6 first. So that's 10, 15, 18. So that's 18 plus 30. So that's 48. Okay, so that's all 1 dice -2. Right, back in a second. Okay, we got this many going against the scouts. We are hitting on 4s because we advanced, so, and no rerolls, so 4s. Looks like a lot of 1s. Okay, this many on 4s. So look here. So I get rid of those. So that's actually a much better. So the wounding's much better. Okay, so this is going to be saving on 2s, however, because obviously it's dash weaponry in the civilian cover with their camo cloaks. So 2s. So that looks like 1, 2, 3. That is 3 dead scouts. That does leave the members down, but that does mean people can target the Vindicator now. Right. Okay, I've got to decide what I'm going to shoot with next. Back in a second, people. Right, after a bit of umming and ahhing, I'm going to not attack these 2 because they're just not really that tight. He might run away, to be fair, and he's just not too much of a viable target. So what I'm going to do is we're going to aim the Hell Blasters at the Bike Squad because they're going to be incoming on that point and they are going to be trouble. And these multi-melters can only choose 1 target if they want to use total obliteration. So we're going to go for the Predator first, and then we'll work away because the Predator can move a lot quicker and it has got technically more armor. So we'll do that one first then. Right, we'll do the multi-melters then. Well, literally the multi-melters. So we've got 4 multi-melters going into the tank. So because they're iron hands, they don't suffer the movement penalties for heavy weapons. So still hitting on 3s, and because my Ferris gave them a +1 to hit, they'll now be hitting on 2s, and they can reroll all heavy weaponry on 1s. So the multi-melters can reroll 1s, but we also have the captain here, and we also have the lieutenant here, so we're rerolling 1s anyway. So they can't really mess up on this one. So we're going to be hitting on 2s. So we reroll 1 because of because of the captain. So we only get 3 with the multi-melter. Okay, so we still got that 1. Right, so then these are going to go on, because I'm going to spend a command point on these guys. So these are going to be strength 8 versus toughness 7. So this is going to be 3s, re-rolling the 1 because of the lieutenant. Still get a 1. Not very good with the captain and the lieutenant re-rolls. 2 get through. So this is -4 to standard, but it's -5 at the moment, so there's no saves. Got 9 wounds to get through. Let's do d6 damage at piece. For 9, that is 1 exploded Predator. So the rest of those shots will go wasted, unfortunately, because I targeted the Predator and I've done it all in 1. So that's a shame. So 6, it blows up. Doesn't blow up. Right, that is 1 dead Predator tank. Cool. I'm going to look up a stratagem, which is an Iron Hand specific one, and we'll come back with the Hell Blasters. Okay, so we're going to go with this one here, the Mercy's Weakness. So basically, any 6 wound rolls will basically target the unit twice. Let's have a look at that. Yeah, wounds them twice. So we are going to be overcharging as well because we've got El Capitan here, so we're re-rolling ones, and that is it. Because obviously, when they explode, it's not that you don't lose a wound, so you can shrug it; you just explode. So, we're going to be overcharging. So this is going to be Strength 8, -2, -4, sorry, but also 2 damage. So better against spike squads. Okay, let's see how we do. So we've got to do this individually because we've got to do the explosions as they roll. So everybody gets 1 shot. So actually that's fine because we're not rapid firing those in. So this is going to be any ones will be a. Well, I've got to re-roll anyway. So any one technically explodes, so I can re-roll that. Come on. Yeah, no dead Marines. Brilliant. Okay, so 1 misses the shot. And then the rest managed to get through. So we're looking for 6s really for doubling up our shots. We're wounding on 3s, and I can re-roll 1s because of the lieutenant. So we've got a few 1s there. And we've got 2 6s as well. So brilliant. Okay, so after that, we got this. So no and no to you. You're a normal wound. And then I've got 3 extra wounds because of the 6s, because of the command point. I must remember to put a pay for that. There we go. So yeah, 2 get through normally, and I get 3 extra. So these are -4. There's no save on them. They haven't got any sort of weird invulnerable saves or something gimmicky going on. So these are 2 damage apiece. So that is 2. That is 1 dead, 2 dead, 3 dead, 4 dead. That's 4 dead bikers from the plasma squad, Hellblasters. That's pretty good. I'll probably have to take that in, or I'll probably take the melter guns. Let's have a look. I'm going to see which ones I'm going to remove. Okay, then after that brutal round of firing from the Iron Hands, I think we're over and done with. Everybody's taken a shot who's got a gun. So they can't charge. There's no one in range. Again, no one in range. And I'm not going to charge this guy just yet because I might be able to do something else with them. I don't really fear them, but I want to get close to that one. So no charging from the Iron Hands. So let's have a look how we did. Assassinate. We didn't quite get any characters in that one, but we did get some vehicle. Well, I got a vehicle, and we got plenty of bikes and the land speeder over there. All the scouts, so we got attrition quite nicely. Domination, we're not there yet. We're not on any points. No one's on any points yet. It's right in the middle, apart from the scout there, who's still on there. So he lost, what was he? He lost 4. So, and he's 8. So on a 5, that scout will run. So let's hope he doesn't run away. He runs away. So that is 2 scout squads gone. Who else do we got to do some combat attrition tests for? Let's have a look. I think there's some stuff over in the corner. So we lost 2 Space Marines over here. So that means Legion 8. They'll be fine. And we lost 1, so that'll be fine. You can come with me, my friend, off to the off your mortal coil. So that is everybody. So well done on the Iron Hands there. They still got a few more reinforcements to bring in. They've got a whole squad of Assault Intercessors still to go, and then they've got the Inceptors and an ATV squad. So the Blood Angels are going to have to pull it out for this one. They really, have to lick their wounds and come back and inflict some wounds on the enemy. Okay, I'm going to do some scoring, and we'll come back after the Blood Angels' second movement, sorry. Right then, Blood Angels turn 2, movement phase. So, what have we done? We've had the Devastators move up slightly. They can still shoot this phase. So the Tactical Marines, they've moved and they can still shoot this phase. And that's everyone in this corner. The Dreadnought was here. He's managed to advance all the way up here. So this is the Librarian one. So we get to do some Psychic stuff for that. Not within 12 inches to do Psychic Ritual yet, but we do have the next turn. So we'll see if we can do that. We should be able to get beyond there. We'll see. Okay, and then also we have the reinforcements. So that's the Librarian, Lieutenant, the Captain, and a Vanguard Veteran Squad all turn up. They are within Auspex range, but only of the Intercessor Squad. So we'll do that in a second because they're not going to let an opportunity to fire at a squad go. We've had this one move up, can still fire. They've all just sort of turn around to get into firing range, and also Corbado's there, so we're doing 6 up shrugs for everybody in this area apart from him. But he gets a shrug of 6 anyway. What else we got here? So you managed to patch up the captain on the chapter master on the bike, and also spent a command point, and we resurrected a biker, so we added him on the end. So we got another chainsaw. Cool. Right then, what else we had? We had the teleporters, so we had the Terminators teleport in, so they're going to back up the now just freshly disembarked Vanguard, no, company veterans with the champion, and the Razorbacks in the front there trying to take out the Repulsor and the aggressors which are there. We still got, we got to move, so I've got to move him. I'm going to move him out of position. What do I want to move him? So he'll be moved. But first, we'll do some psychic stuff. So I do now have 2 psychers on the board. So what we'll do then is we'll do the smite for that one. So I've got to do some measuring, seeing which is actually closest. I think it's probably that one. I've got to double check which ones I've got, because I know this one's got stuff for buffing units and that one could be quite aggressive. So let's go double check what psychic stuff I've got. But yes, that is the end of the movement phase, apart from my... Well, I might just leave my sniper there, to be honest. He's got a great advantage of it. He may just move him up. I don't know if he can hold that point though. I'll have to double check that rule. Right, back in a bit. Right, before we do anything, we're going to spend a command point from the Iron Hands, and we're going to do Auspex scan. Basically means any unit that turns up within 12 inches of an infantry unit, they can open fire. So I didn't want to be within 12 inches of the Hellblasters, because that would mean they could rapid fire at me. But we've got this intercessor group who are going to be firing at my Vanguard veterans. So they do have to do -1 on their hit. There's no re-rolls anywhere near them, so these are going to be hitting on 4s. That's a very good roll. So this is 4 against 4, so this is going to be 4s again. Not as good that time, so 2 get through. Technically, oh no, I'm going to still hold my guys in Devastate Doctrine, so this will just be -1. So this is going to be against my, because I've got different Marines in here. This is going to be against my, so it'll be 4 up save, but if I have my shield, it'll be 3 up save. So this will be against my Storm Shield of Vanguard veteran. So this is going to be a 3 up save. So he saves. Okay, so that was Auspex scan. Not the greatest one. Okay, so we've got some psychic shenanigans going on. We've got the psychic here. Got him doing that. Can't do the psychic ritual yet, unfortunately. I'm going to have to get that in the last 3 turns. So we've got a psychic here as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to do Unleash Rage. And we're going to do Sanguinius' Shield. So that basically, I'm going to you get to do 6s to cause additional hits from this group, and also they get a 5 invulnerable save. So this is looking nicely. So Shield of Sanguinius. So we're going to do. This is going to go off on a 6. That goes off. So they get this group gets a 5 up invulnerable save, and then we're going to do Unleash Rage, which is another 6. Okay, so Unleash Rage, and that goes off. Oh, brilliant! You got 2 psychic powers. Fantastic. Cool. Right, so them sorted. Let's do you then. So we're going to do this guy's got quickening, but I don't want to do that at the moment. I don't want to move him at the moment. I could move him out there, but just sort of opens up thing of firing squad against them. So what we will do is we're going to do Blood Lance and Smite. So Smite is going to go against that one, and we're going to aim my Blood Lance thing at probably this group here. It can be against this guy. It's not a problem, so I might as well do 2 against him actually. Yeah, try to see if we can try and finish him off. Okay, so we'll do Smite first. So goes off on a 5. That's Super Smite. That's D6 mortal wounds. That's 6 mortal wounds. Jeez. So we got to do some shrugs for this guy. So he's not infantry, so we can't do any fun shenanigans to get him on 4 up shrugs. So this is going to be 6 up shrugs. He's got 7 wounds remaining. So this psychic might kill him. So he takes 5 wounds. Yep, takes 5 wounds. So he's down to 2 left. Excuse me. Oh, dice. How confusing are they? Down to 2. And then we've got Boiling Lance. So I believe it's 2 dice. And I've got to roll higher than its toughness. So it's toughness 6. And if I get... So that'll be anything higher than its toughness or equal to. Let's just see it roll and see what happens. That's perils. So I'm going to re-roll 1. I'm going to... yeah. No, wrong. Ha! That's the wrong... God. Spending money for the wrong team. So psychic reroll. So let's re-roll those. I believe it's both. So that fails, but no damage to me. Okay, cool. So 2 wins left on that Ray. He's done his psychic stuff. He's done his psychic stuff. Marvellous. Right, I guess we're going to do some shooting then. So, Vindicare, do you care? Not really. Who are you going to take a shot at? Who do you want? Well, we can spend a command point and take 2 shots. So, let's firstly take a pot shot at the Warlord there. So, Warlord, hitting you with 2s for a Vindicare sniper rifle. That's a hit of 6, so that's a hit. So I really wanted that for the next one, but see. So we're wounding on 2, doesn't really matter about the... So that's a wound. Okay, this is where I think, so no invulnerable saves, and it's -3. So he does get a 6-up save. Because he's got a Storm Shield, it's an extra 1 to it's 5-up save. He saves it. Well done, Captain. So I'm going to spend a command point from the Blood Angels. So essentially this is a reload for the Vindicare. So there's stratagem special to him. So as long as I choose another target, I can have another shot at someone. So let's have a go at the Tech Marine there. So hitting on 2. Hits. Wounds on 2. Wounds. So this is going to be -3. He's got a 2-up armor save, so that's going to be 5. Saves again! Lucky armor from the Iron Hands. Just, I've had no luck with this model yet. No luck at all. Right, let's do some other stuff then. So we'll do the Hunter Killer Missile, which is remaining on that one, against the Repulsor, and the 2 Las Cannons into the Repulsor. And then the the Storm Bolter on that guy is going to go into the Aggressors. So, Hunter Killer Missile hitting on 3s. That's a miss. I'm going to pay to re-roll that one. Shooting phase, re-roll. Oh, good lord, I'm burning through the... Oh, mind you, that's why we've got lots. So we're going to re-roll the Hunter Killer Missile, shall I say. So hitting on 3s. Okay. 2 Las Cannons, 3s. That one again. 1 hit at least. So what have we got? 9 versus 8, so 3s. Yay. So -3, so it does get a 6-up save. Doesn't do that. D6 damage. 4 damage. 4 shrugs at 6-up. No shrug. That's 4 wounds off that one, so it's 9 down to 5. 9 down to 5. No. So that is all the shots from... Oh no, Storm Bolters. So 4 shots into the Aggressors, hitting on 3s. 2 hits, 2 miss. Because we're in Assault Doctrine, this is -1 assault, but it doesn't really matter at the moment. 5s, because the toughness 5. No, nothing. Okay. Right, Termies then, I guess. I might just step back a second and have a little bit of a look. So we fired you, and we fired you. Transport on the Assassin. Right, everybody else to go. I'm going to have a look around and see what would be my most valuable targets. Okay, back in a bit. Okay, let's start in this little quietish corner then. So we've got some Devastators. They're going to be taking shots at the Invicta Warsuit. So they did move, so unfortunately they will be hitting on 4s, but the top sergeant will be helping one out. So firstly, one is going to be hitting on 4, one will hit on the 3. So the 4, that's a miss. We won't pay to reload. And the 3, hey. So we're going to use the reload, this little thing here, which costs them 5 points. And we're going to try and re-roll that 1 to a 4 again. No. Okay, so the reroll didn't hit as well. So we've got 1 hit. This is going to be wounding on a 3. No rerolls. Yeah, you got it. So that is going to be at -3. That does give this Tactical Warsuit a 6-up save, which it fails. So this is... I need 2. Hey! So we've got 2 damage. That's the rest of them off. So we can shrug them. So you're looking for 6s. That is no shrug. He is blowing at all times. So 6-up is going to blow. That's a blow up. I've got to check the distance to see how far he blows up. Right, back in a second. Poor little suit. He takes out 1, 2, and 3. So firstly, we'll do well, it's D3 mortal wounds. 1's on wound, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, 1 wound, 1's down. Okay, that is 1 dead tactical marine. Take that away. They could still get damage in this game. No, they won't. No more LTS. That's fine. What else we got? We got these guys. So, D3 mortal wounds for 2. That's 1 dead marine. And for these guys, 3. So that'll just be 1 dead marine again, because it only takes 2 wounds to kill them. Okay, so that's pretty damaging, and that is 1 dead war suit as well. Okay, so once we do that, we'll clean up with the tactical squad, who's got some melter guns. So we'll finish off from Raymond down here. So we've got a company melter, a melter, and a bolt gun. So we'll fire the 2 melters individually and have 1 bolt gun rapid fire into those gents. So we'll do the bolt gun first. So hitting on 3s, 1 hit with the bolt gun. That is going to be wounding on 4s. Doesn't wound. Okay, and we've got 2 melter guns into the same squad, which being this one. So we're going to be hitting on 3s, 2 hits. Nice. So this is going to be wounding on 2s. 2 wounds, -4, so no save, d6 damage apiece, but we're not within half range, so we don't get the automatic 2 damage. So we're looking for 2s at least. That's 2 dead marines. Awesome. Cool. Nice work. So I believe he can't do anything because he advanced. They're done. They're done. Let's move along then. So he can't do anything. He's been, well, he's just a doctor. He's got a bolt pistol, but no one's in range. So we've got a twin lance cannon and we've got heavy flamer. Heavy flamer obviously can't do anything. So we're hitting on 2s, but before anything, I'm going to spend a command point and turn this guy into an honorary lieutenant. So it's kind of like, yeah, it's a deal with something. Duty Eternal, Deal of the Ancient, something like that. So basically giving my guys over here reroll 1s to wound, as well as rerolling any hits with the Chapter Master. But first things first, we've got a twin lance cannon to shoot off. So we're going to be aiming at the repulsor there. So 2 hits on 2 up, no rerolls. Oh no, I can reroll because I believe Dreadlock's a core, but it doesn't really matter because I hit both times. So this is wounding on 3s, and now I am reroll. I'm going to have to double check it now because obviously I am core, so therefore I will get a reroll of 1. Doesn't really matter, I didn't get 1. Yeah. So that's going to be -3. It does get a 6-up save. It saves, typical. Right. So we're going to decide the shots then from over here. So we've got bolt guns and we've got a multi-melter. So the bolt guns are going to go into the Gravis crew, and then the multi-melter is going to go into the repulsor. So let's do the multi-melter first then. Multi-melter hitting on, it would be 4s. It is 4s, but we're re-rolling because of the Chapter Master if I do any misses. So they're both missed, so I get to re-roll both of those. Fantastic. 1 hits. So this is toughness 8, strength 8. So 4s, and re-rolling a 1. It wounds, fantastic. It's -4, there's no save. So, it's d6 damage. For 5, marvellous, because it's got 5 left. So, can it shrug any? Let's go and grab its own personal dice and go over to the repulsor. Because we could still finish it off. No, I don't think I've got any more weaponry. I think that's literally it. So this is literally the last time we can blow this up in this turn. So, it's got 5 unless. It's got to shrug at least 1 to survive. And it does not. That is 1 dead repulsor. They have been absolutely slamming it since the beginning of the game. So 6 up, it explodes. It doesn't explode. So that is a repulsor removed from the game. So a bit of a morale boost there for the Blood Angels, as both the War Suit and the Execution Repulsor goes down. So that's pretty cool. So we've now got -1 on our bolt guns. So hopefully we can do some damage. But they did get their size steel armor, so they get +1 to it. So it really negates the. We're back to basically 3s again, I believe. Right, let's do 20 bolt guns from the regular squad against our friend the aggressors. Aggressors? Not aggressors. Aggressors over there. Same armor, wrong unit. These are the what do you call them? Eradicators. Okay. We're going to be doing bolt gun damage against them. So rapid firing. That's 20 shots because I'm down 5 troops this time. And I'm re-rolling, so I'll come back after the re-rolls. Okay, this many get through, so we're wounding on 5s. See if we get through. So with the re-rolls of 1, we've got this many through. So this is, so it's going to be -1 because of the bolter, but they got +1 to their save. So this basically goes back to normal. So this is 3-up saves for the Gravis troops. So we got 4 wounds go through. 4 wounds to the bolt guns go through. And then they obviously get to shrug them as well. So these are 6-up shrugs. So they managed to shrug 1. That is 1 dead Eradicator. Not bad for bolt guns. Right, the captain now going to try and take his shots at the aggressors. Aggressors? Eradicators, you know what I mean. So 2s this time. All hitting, and we're not core, so we can't reroll 1s. So we're winning on 5s. and nothing gets through. Okay, that's fine. So what else we got left? We've got some Terminators. So we've got an assault cannon, which is 6 shots, and then we've got some storm bolters. So we've got 4 storm bolters. That's gonna be 16 shots, and then I believe 6 shots for the assault cannon. So this is going to be against the aggressor there, who have no such one-up save or anything like that. So let's do firstly, while I've got 6 in my hand, we'll do the assault cannon. So we're going to be hitting on 3s on the aggressors. All but 1. So this is going to be toughness, strength 6 plus toughness 5. So this is going to be 3s. No rerolls. 2 get through, and this is at -1. So this is going to be a 4-up save for the aggressors. 1 wound off there, so there is one with 1 wound remaining. Okay. Okay, that's that one done. And then we've got a ton of storm bolt shots coming in. So let's go and grab some dice. Right then, so we've got 16 shots coming from storm bolters against the aggressors. So generally they hit on 3s, but I've just spent a command point on fewer in the first, which basically means add 1 to their hit roll. So we're doing hitting on 2s. That's better. That's good. Not many 2s to be honest. There's 1 2 there, so that's a bit of a waste of 1. But oh well. Who was to know? Who was to feeling? So we're going to be wounding on 5s this time, because they're still not as strong. That's not good. That's about 5. Yeah, 5 of those get through. So this is going to be at -1. So this is going to be a 4-up save. So maybe we'll get rid of a aggressor. So let's do it. So 4-up saves. That is 1 2 3 wounds get through. So that is 1 down and 1 down, 1 wound. Fantastic. Just leave that. Brilliant. Okay. We're not going to do any more shooting against those guys. No. There's going to be no charging, so we'll take them away. Okay, I believe that's the end of Blood Angels, but I will have a look around and see if there's anything I want to charge. Back in a second. Just remember to shrug, and we didn't get any shrugs either. Dang. Oh well, right, so back in a second. So, just looking over the map and completely forgot there were occupants inside that repulsor. So, I believe it's 1s they die, so there's 10 assault intercessors, so let's see how many died. All but 1 managed to get out. Cool, so I've got to set up around here. Back in a second. Right, that looks a bit better. I thought there was someone missing from the team. Right, the only people who can actually do any sort of form of charge are these guys. So they're going to be charging into the Blade Guard veterans, so no overwatching, really worrying about that. Okay, so we have got a fancy thing with our captain, which basically means any core units will be able to do rerolls for their charge. I believe it's everyone, actually. I'll double check that. But first we're going to do the Vanguard Veteran. So, we get to +1 because we're Blood Angels to our advanced charges. So we're really looking quite high still. I haven't done any rerolls, so let's see what we do yet. So, 7, that means 8. Let's have a quick look. I don't think that's going to get us in range. No, that's not. So I get to, I'm going to re-roll that. Still 8, that's 9. Oh, is that within range? No, because 8 is in, that's about that. Okay, so no, we're not going to do any more charges then. That's fine. Okay then, so that is the end of Blood Angels turn 2. Not too shabby really. We managed to take out the big tank, we took out the walker, and we took out a fair amount of marines. But now we have, we still got the ATV, we've got the Eversource still out there somewhere. And a ton of other stuff, which is probably going to come in the next phase. So, we're going to need some adding up, and we'll come back to you after the Iron Hands have a bit of a think and do turn 2's movement? Yeah, turn 2's movement. Okie doke, we've got some movement then from Iron Hands. So we had, let's go from this side then. We had everybody moved up a little bit from the intercessor squads, moving more towards the point. We got the Blade Guards advanced to get up to there, so they won't be doing anything this turn. We have the Interceptors dropping in the backfield because they managed to get within 9 inches in there. That's fine. We had these Assault Interceptors, they advanced as well, getting closer to that point and being on that point now. Just normal movement from this guy and these guys. He's given the +1 to hit on with those guys, and I'm going to spend a command point, I think. No, I don't, because I'm saying Devastator Doctrine. Ha ha ha. They stayed still up there. We had the Eversource Assassin peel off from the wall there, and now they are essentially now ready to combat people. Anything else around here? No, 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 no. And the aggressors moved up a little bit more because they're very aggressive. I think that is all the movement. We've still got the ATV, the chaplain, and the bike squad in the wings because they can't quite get in yet. So yeah, that is everyone so far. So we'll do the nice simple stuff first, I reckon. Oh, we've got some psychic stuff to do. Okay. We'll take some dice then, and we'll do some psychic shenanigans. Cool. We're gonna do the what is it? +1 to their armor save again to the Gravis squad, so that goes off on a 6. Yep. So they've got +1 to their armor save. But he's gonna try and deny that one because he's within range. So he's got and he can. So we're gonna do 2 denies. So we'll do this guy because he gets 2 denies. Now he gets 2 denies and he gets 1 deny, so we'll do him first. So he'll deny this on an 8. No, okay, so you're going to try and deny it then on an 8. I don't know if they can do that, but I'm happy with that. So deny that on an 8. That's denied. Okay, so they haven't got the +1 on their armor save now. So we're going to do something called I think it's like machine flames. Essentially, it's quite good. I think it's water charge 8, but any 1s will be any mortal wounds. So we're going to do that on the bike squad. So I will double check that, but we'll roll the dice first. And we have got 1 more reject. Well, that's a fail, so that's fine. Okay, so the psychic phase is over. Okay, we'll do some shooting then. Shooting is easy. So we've got 2 bolt guns here. What we might do is do 1 rapid fire and 1 crack grenade. So we'll do the crack grenade first, so hitting on 3. Misses. Okay, and then we've got 2. Oh, we've got rapid fire rifle. So 2 hits. Wounding on 4s. 1 wound at -1 because we've been devastated doctrine still, so not -2. So this is going to be a 4-up save for the tactical squad. Safe. Okay. So we'll do. Can't do the crack grenade because it's not within range. So we're doing 4 rapid fire rifles. So that's going to be 8 shots. 6. Cool. So these are going to be hitting on 3s, and that's pretty good. Good old bolt of skills. Winning on 4s, ladies and gentlemen. No rerolls. That's pretty good. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's 6 gone in. No, 5 gone in. I can't count. So this is the minus 1. So this is going to be 4-up saves for the tactical squad. That is 1. That's 5 wounds. Okay, so that is 1 wound remaining left on the sergeant. Okay, fair enough. Then we've got these guys. So these guys got 18 shots, which are going to go against the Devastator. So let me grab some dice. So these are the same stats as the old school heavy bolters, but we're going to be hitting on 3s first. I'm going to recount all that. Not that many got through, but this here are strength 5, so these are going to be 3s. So that's pretty good. So these are assaults, so these are going to be -1 still. So we're going to key for 4s on the Devastator squad. See if they can save. So looking for 4s. That's 1 dead, and that's 2 dead. So we're going to have probably just the Sarge left. Always go with Sarge. So put the 2 down. Right, so there's dead. Done. We've got you guys, but you got to do anything. That's fine. That's fine. You guys just chill out. You do nothing. So I've just got to do some measuring. So they're going to be within range if they're in 15 inches of these lots. So let's see if they're within range. Okay, so they are within rapid fire range, so they get double the shots. So they can target the librarian because he's closest, but obviously 16 shots is a bit overkill on a librarian, and I'm just going to leave a lot of those guys for openly to slaughter me. So obviously I can split my shots, but I want to spend a command point to do the whole wounds on 6 getting twice the amount of hits. So I have to target, unfortunately I can only target 1 group. So I'm going to target the Vanguard veterans, and spend a command point, and basically any wounds of 6 double up on the hits. Okay, so we're doing normal hits. This is going to be hitting on 3s. There's no rerolls this time because we're not in range of anyone now. So let's just get rid of those. No blowing up guns though. That's all good. So it's not the 6s here we're looking for. We're looking for 6s on the next one. Okay, so these are going to be 7. So this is going to be 3s, and like I said, 6s will be giving me an extra hit. Wound, sorry. So I see quite a few 6s. We see 4 already. So that's another one. Make sure I don't forget that. Okay, so no hits, no joy. So we've got 2 normal hits went through, and then we get 4 additional wounds. So make sure I spend that command point. Da-ding. So let's see how we're going to do this. So it's against them. We've got some storm shields, and then we've got 2 storm shields. So we'll do it against the storm shield first, because there is no save against these guys, because these are -4. So we'll at least give my guys a chance. So that's the slot. So we'll do the plasma guns. So it's going to be 1 each time. So we'll do the plasma guns until they go. So they've got 4 wounds to get through before they get just to burn through Space Marines like nothing. So 4s. Saved. Saved. That's a save. That shield is taking a blasting. Saved. Oh. Shield's got past us, so 1 more wound, 1 more wound off. Saved. Saved. Jesus, this is good storm shields. Dead. We've got 1 down storm shield marine. So potentially 2 more, but this will only kill the storm shield marine. 1 down, 1 wound, and so both the storm shield do take all the shots in, but they die for their heroic deeds. I said that's strange. So yeah, that's the 2 storm shields gone, and that's them fired. So we're going to choose some more shots, and I'm going to remove some troops. Okay, back in a second. Alright, who do we have here? So we can do some shots with the heavy bolter on his weird sort of backpack. And then we've got some multi-melters and melter action to do as well. So let's do some shooting first. Let's do the heavy bolter special one. So this is like strength 5 -2, so -3 at the moment. And 2 damage. So we're going to go against the Space Marines there. So we've got 3 hits hitting on 2s. All get hit. So this is wounding on 4s. 2 wound. 1 wound, sorry. So this is going to be -3, so 6 up save. And that is not a 6 up save, so that's 2 wounds off a Space Marine. So put that over there. Cool. So that's well done you. No more shooting from plasma pistols or anything, nothing like that. So we'll just go straight into the melters, I guess. So what have we got left? We got, did we get rid of? We've got 2 multi-melters and 3 rifles. So the multi-melters then, because we're in Devastator Doctrine still, because that's how I declare it, we get to re-roll ones and we don't suffer penalty. So what we're going to shoot, because we've got to choose 1 target if we're going to do the double shots. So what's more likely to do us more damage, really? We've got a Venerable Dreadnought within sort of charging range, or we've got these guys. I think I'm going to start taking out these guys, because that seems to be the better call. Okay, so we're going to do the multi-melt shots, hitting the bike squad on 3s, re-rolling 1s. There's a re-1. So we've got all hits. Oh, that would have been actually hitting on 2s, sorry, because this guy gave a +1 to hit, so they would have been hits regardless. So these are strength 5, toughness 5, but strike 8, so there's going to be 3s. Rerolling 1s, there's going to be 10 hits there. So, 3 get through at -4, so there's no save for the Space Marines. So, basically that's 1 dead, because he's got 1 wound remaining. And then next one's D6. 2 wounds, he's fine, and then that means, so that's 2 dead Marines then, with the melter guns. So, let's just remove you and you, so, I guess you and you, my friend. Gone. Oh, that wound's fine. So we've got the melter rifles. 3 of these rifles, so they get double up the shots. That's 6 shots apiece. Ouch. Still against the same squad. So hitting on 3s, re-rolling. No, hitting on 2s, sorry, and re-rolling. So they're all hit. Oh, God. I feel bad for them, really. So this is going to be wounding on 3s, re-rolling 1s. So they're pretty good. So there's no save on these ones. Oh, they do have shrugs. Sorry. So first one, shrugging on 6s. Yeah. I guess that's right. So hang on, we're gonna do those wounds in a second. I'll make sure. So 1 had remained, and so let's just call that with 1 with 2 wounds remaining. Okay, because Corbello over there gives everyone a 6-up shrug, and I just about forgot about that. So I thought it only applied to Iron Hands. So he's got 2 wounds left. Right, let's go back to these ones then. So these are the ones that got through. I think they're the ones that wounded. So, let's go. We go burn through their armor. So let's do 1 at a time. So the first Marine, who's on 2 wounds left. dead. So with 5. So he's got a shrug. A lot. So he's taking 5 wounds. So shrug. Well, any of those? He shrugs 1. That is 1 dead marine. Okay. We're getting there. Was it another 3? Oh god. So D6 damage. 5. He takes 5 wounds. Can he shrug 4 of them? No, 3 of them. So second marine, shrugging. That's a dead marine. And I'll take that away then. Oh, this is getting very, very confusing. D6 damage for 1. And second one. That's 3. So shrugging 3 of those for the last marine. And this will be the tack bike, I believe. So take the tack bike, takes 2 wounds. Okay. Right. That's that done. That was confusing as heck. So that's these guys done. Everyone done there because they can't do anything because they advance. So I've just got the aggressors. So they're going to shoot the Terminators, but they're going to then charge into the Razorback. So there's 4 of them. So they get their grenade racks. We are in Devastate Drop, so no one gets any -1. So the Terminator should survive this. So we've got 12 and we've got 17. And I'm not going to have enough dice, am I? Shy 3. Ding ding dum 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 dee. Well, that's just for the grenade racks. Okay, and then you got 6, 8, 12. Hang on. Not 6, 8, 12. 6, 12, 18, 24. Right, I'm going to be back with some more dice. Okay, after getting some sort of mathematics sorted out, this is how many shots the aggressors are against the Terminators. So hitting on 3s. Right, I'll sort that out. Back in a second. Okay, this many wounding on 4s. Ooh. Ooh. Back in a second. And finally, Terminator's 2-up save. So, how many 1s? 1. We've got 3 wounds apiece. That's 1 dead Terminator. 1 dead, with 1 with 2 wounds remaining. Righty-ho. A pretty devastating go for the old Blood Angels there, really. So we're going to do some charging then on very, very small depleted units. So we've got the aggressors over here, who are obviously going to make their charge quite easily to the Razorback. No charging happening here because everybody moved anyhow. No charging under here either, so they're going to try and move up onto that level next turn. And then yeah, we're going to charge into these guys, and then we do have the Eversaw over here. So the Eversaw gets 3d6 when charging, so that's pretty handy. They can't Overwatch because they don't actually have any weapons. So the Eversaw needs an 8-inch charge. So rolling 3, that should be doable. So rolling to charge these guys. So I'll pay to re-roll that one. So that's from the I've already paid for a re-roll charge. Oh, I think you can re-roll anyway. Double checking. No, the special rule is he gets 3d6, he doesn't get to re-roll. So I'm going to have to pay for that one. So we'll try that again. That is 8, that is 10, that is 1 Eversaw Assassin moved into these lot. Okay, that's that sorted. So let's move over to, obviously, the aggressors. They're going to make a 2-inch move. 7 inches, they're in, so they can get to the other side of the, we'll see if we can do that. So we're doing 7 for them. Marvellous. And then we'll do the 2 intercessors underneath here towards the tactical this gents. 6 will I think that was fine because I think it was 4 I need to get, so they're in. And that be it. Right. Okay, we're going to have a little think about what we're going to do to interact, because I know there's going to be some intercepting, so what do I want to do damage with first? Right, back in a bit. What the heck, we're going to try and get these charged in as well. So these groups, so charging them for 5. So I'm going to double check and see if they get in. Well, let's see this right now. So trusty, oh, sorry everyone, at least it's clear. So that's 5 inches and he is over 6. That's a no. Okay, so they fail that charge. That's fine. So we're going to move the aggressors and we'll probably start somewhere else. Let's have a look. So if we put you 7 inches, that's going to put you around here. Quite comfortably. There's that. So, because I get to charge, I get to choose first, but obviously someone's going to interrupt. So I feel like the they're going to pay to interrupt. So I'll use the Eversaw first. and then someone else can have a go interrupting, because I don't think that's all they really want to do with. Right then, so we'll go to the episode. So I believe they get 5 attacks, let's have a look. Oh my god, they get 6 attacks, and then they get to +2 if they charge. So 8 attacks with crazy power sword. Right, we'll go and have a little look at his details and see what I'm going to fight with. Right then, so we've got the Eversaw Assassin here with 8 attacks. So we're going to split that. We'll do 4 against the champion, and we're going to do 4 against the Vanguard unit, the company veteran, sorry. So he hits on 2, and if he kills a unit, he gets to use his melee weapon again for another attack. So what we'll do is we'll essentially try and build up weapons while you're attacking the squad first, then hopefully you'll get more attacks while killing the champion. Right then, we're going to be hitting on 2, so we're using the Neuro Gauntlet, so it's a -1 in AP, but I do get to reroll wound rolls. But it's strength 5, so I should be able to get them. So hitting on 2s firstly. So 3 hit. Wounding on 3s and rerolling. So we've got 3 wounds. This is a -1. So they've got 3-up save, but they've got a +1 with their Storm Shield. So essentially it goes back to a 3-up save. So 3-up save for these guys. So 1 wound goes through. So I believe they get 2 wounds apiece, so 1 gets 1 wound. So nothing happened there, so no extra ones. So we're just going straight onto the champion then. So the champion, I'm going to double check this. I think he might actually get to go first. If he's within engagement range. He's been charged. Oh no, I don't think he's been charged. I think it's rules exception without charging. So we're just going to keep carrying on. So 2s. All hit. Okay, so wounding on 3s, rerolling. So 3 wound, at -1 again, so he's got a normal shield, so this is going to be 4-up save. So 2 wounds get through, so he's down to 3 wounds. 4 wounds maybe. I think Primaris probably, no, sorry, Firstborn probably have 4 wounds for a champion. We'll double check that. Okay, they will be fighting back in a bit, but we're going to interrupt in a second, so I'm going to see what I can interrupt with. To be honest, what I've got to interrupt with is 1 sergeant and a tank, so I'm just going to let them carry on. So let's do something a little bit more fun by going over to the aggressors. So they all get 3, apart from sergeant gets 4, then they get +1 for the charge. So that is 4, 8, 12, plus 5, so 15, 17, 17. So they need 17 hits with their punchy gloves. So let's get some more dice, back in a second. Okay then, so this is going to be hitting on 4s, because the gauntlets they're using are quite unwieldy. So hit 4s. That's pretty good. There we go. Because these things are, what, 2 damage apiece? So maybe I'll just get straight through this. So this is going to be 8 versus 7, so this is going to be 3s. So all but 3. -2, because of the gloves, not the anything else. I think the -2. -3. So these are going to be 6-up saves. Which is, that's 10. So I believe that is 1 wound remaining, I believe, because they get 11. I'll double check that though. No, that is 10 wounds, so on a 6 it blows. That's a 5, it doesn't blow, so that's no one inside, so that's removed from play. And then they're going to consolidate into those guys. So we'll finish up with doing the attacks from these lot. So if you got a Sarge with a chainsword, so he gets 3 as standard, and then 2 extra because of chainsword and his attacks. Then the other guy just gets 8. So these are all pretty much the same, apart from the chainsaw one. So that's right. Yeah. So this is the regular guy hitting with fists. 2 hits. Wounds on 4s. 1 wound at dash. So 3-up save. Saves and chainsaw attack. So 3s. 4 get through. Into the wound. 2 wound at -1, so this is a 4-up save. And Sarge goes down. So that is that. And that is the end. Oh no, we've got still some smackback from the company veterans and my champion. So they can't consolidate into combat, so that's fine. We'll leave that for a bit. So this is going against the Eversaur. So I've got, I think it's 5 attacks from the champion, and I've given him like the super mega nasty blade. So we're gonna be hitting on 2s, and I can re-roll wound rolls against characters. Very nice. So we've got hits. So we're going to be wounding on 3s, re-rolling. That's fine. So this is minus, so it's going to be 4 up save. So he gets 2, so that is 4 wounds, I believe he's taken. So I've just got to double check on the Eversaur's wounds. 2 wounds remaining on the Eversaur. Okay, see if the company champions can come to the company veterans. Sorry, I'm getting these all confused today. So they get 2 as standard, apart from Sarge, he gets 3, and then a +1 for the charge. So 3, 6, 9, 12, +4 is 16. 16 attacks with power, what do you call them? Power axes. Da 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 da. It's fun to kill assassins because they're kind of used to it. They should be used to it. An assassin that's scared of death shouldn't be an assassin at all. So hitting on 3. That's not a 3, that's a 2 that's trying to disguise itself as a 3. It's a mysterious dice. So we're 6 against 4, so this is going to be 3s, no re-rolls unfortunately. Which is very unfortunate, that's a whole pocket of nastiness there. These are going to be his 4 up save again. So I'm just going to get through 2. And there he goes. And so on a 4 up, he explodes. He doesn't explode, and that is 1 dead Eversaur. Cool. That is the end of this area. So they're going to consolidate, and then I'm going to do some adding up and see where we are in the game. We'll come back to you on Blood Angels turn 3. So here we are after Blood Angels turn 3 movement. So we're not doing too bad actually. We had a few on the actual points, so we managed to get some 15 points. We're finally on the board there. So what we're looking at the moment, it is 7. Yeah. To 15. So, but then again, the Blood Angel's turn, and Iron Hands do have another turn. So, what we have for movement then? We had no movement from the company veterans and the champion because they stayed on the point. They won the objective marker because there's more models, and they're going to charge the aggressors, who are probably going to overwatch them, but they'll have a choice of overwatching. It's going to go these guys or these guys. We had some movement from the Terminators. They're going to move into here to try and get better buying position on these guys. These lot moved up, obviously in better position to get into combat with them. Now that we're in Assault Doctrine, Blood Angels turn even more feisty as usual. So at the end, we're at the end of the movement phase. So we'll move these guys up just within sort of point blank range. So we've got a melter gun on them. We're going to do some combat restoratives. So essentially, what we do is we take that back because he's the company by 3, so he gets that. And I'm going to spend a command point, and we're going to add another Marine back onto that group. Probably the attack bike makes more sense. We had movement from the Dreadnought, just normal movement, along with this normal Dreadnought, who's going to do a psychic movement in a second. And we had the Devastator Sergeant who survived the morale test. He's moved up to get into a Flamer / charge position against the Intercessor squad. So that is essentially it. So what we're going to do, firstly, is we're going to spend a command point. And the Apothecary is going to work his magic on the corpse. And we're going to grab ourselves another Space Marine. Another biker. So obviously it's just a replace a model from your group. So I'm going to replace the attack bike because that's cheeky. I don't want to be cheeky. So that's that sorted. So anything else which is funky dory, hunky dory? No, we're just going to do psychic shenanigans then. So we do have 2 psychics on the field still. Right, first I'm going to try and do something very funky. So we've got the Dreadnought here. And it's got the wings of Sanguinius. So I'm going to use that one first. And what it basically does is gives it a 12-inch movement and it can fly. This goes off on a 6, I believe. I'm going to double check that, make sure I get this right. Yep, so the Dreadnought's going to do this on a 6. So let's roll. So that's a 6, perfect. So I get to move 12 inches, essentially, which will just plonk me basically there. So I get to use another power now. So I'm going to do the Psychic Ritual one because I've got only 2 turns to do it. So I'm going to do this on a 4. And I'm going to pay to reroll that because it passes, but that means D6 mortal wounds. So I'm going to pay to reroll that one. So I've already done it on psychic test. Let's not do that. So it goes off on a 4. There we go, that's what I wanted. So excellent, we've got 1 down on the psychic ritual. Fantastic. Okay, so I can't do any rerolls, but what we'll do is the psychic there, he's got his little axe there. He's going to do the Shield of Sanguinius on the Vanguard squad. So everyone gets a 5-up invulnerable save. Just going to have a quick looky look to see what goes off on. That is a 6, and we're going to do the Rage, which is a 6 as well. So we'll do the Shield first, going from the 6. So they've got the shield, so they've all got a 5-up save, and 6s cause additional hits. They have that too. Fantastic. Both of those went off. Brilliant. So was there anything to do? I've got him moved. I've got to put something on the board. So we're going to do some shooting then. So we'll do this first fun one over here, which is a combi flamer. So obviously I'm going to use both because you're never going to not fail with a flamer. So D6 shots with a flamer. 5, sorry. 5. Yeah. And then rapid fire with his bolt gun. Yeah, it's a regular bolt gun. So this is going to be hitting on 4s. So everything hits. We are in assault doctrine, so nothing's at minus. So we might as well do this together. So it's 7 shots. So winding on 4s, I believe. That's 4 go free. Dash. So this is going to be a 3-up save for the Space Marines. And that is 1 dead intercessor. That's pretty good because he still wants to charge the other one. So that's 1 down. Okay. What else have we got down here? We got nothing else down here. Yes, we do. So you've got some heavy flamers then. Firstly, so okay, we'll do them together. We can do this one. So both the dreadnoughts have 2 heavy flamers. So 2d6 against. Who are we going to do this against? I guess they're strength 5. So let's do that against the eradicators, because they are toughness 5, so there's a better chance of that, and those bolt guns are going to get some better shots. So, 2d6 hits. That's rubbish. 4. I'm not going to read any of those. So 4 hits, hitting, wounding on 4s. That's better. -1, so this is going to be... they didn't get their +1 to the save, so this is going to be 4 up. So 1 takes a wound, so they get to shrug that on a 6. And doesn't show. A Eradicator takes a wound, so down to 2. That's you, my friend. So we do have a las cannon. We'll do the las cannon into... What should we do? What should we do? Probably them again. So, las cannon, 2 shots. Hitting on 2s. That's a 1 and a 2. Winding on 3s, unfortunately. When it's 3s against the, obviously, the Eradicators again. -3, it gives them a 6-up save. So, the Dreadnought's not having too much fun. Maybe he can do some more better luck in the close combat. What else have we got to fire? We've got these guys, and these haven't got guns, that's fine. These guys have got guns. He's got a bolt pistol, he can do something. And we've got El Capitan. Let's do the multi-melter and the bike unit. So we're going to go into... We'll keep the multi-melter going into the Gravis troops, whereas the bolt guns will go into the assault intercessors. So first we'll do multi-melter. So multi-melter hitting on... Technically we moved, so 4, sorry. We are re-rolling everything. So 2 hits. So this is 8 versus 5, so 3s. No re-rolls on this one, unfortunately. Unless I pay for my Dreadnought to go to number 1. No. So, 1 wins. Yo. -4, so no save, so D6 damage. At 2, no, it's not half range. Yes, it is half range, so that's 1 dead, 1 yeah, he's dead. So that is in 1 dead, so a melter for a melter. Goodbye, my friend. Oh, hang on. That was a 5-up save, wasn't it? Well, that was a 2. Oh, hang on. Oh, you just get a 5-up save. Oh, I better do that now because I thought it just burned straight through. Hang on. Yeah, he saves. So, he's still got 2 wounds left. Right, yeah, because of our thingy guy here. He gives everyone a invulnerable save. So, he's got 2 left. That's why he's such a good character, because it's infantry, invulnerable saves. We'll do, so that means that shouldn't really affect them. So we've got 4, 8, 12 bolt guns coming in from the bike squad. Cha-cha-cha. Right, we are re-rolling all of these. If we fail, we are hitting on 3s. Sorry. That's not too bad. I have to re-roll too much. 11 get free. Winding on 4s. And these are going to be dash, so this is going to be a 3-up save for the assault intercessors. So 1 wind gets through to the assault intercessors. So we've got the captain now with a melter gun and his bolt gun. So he's going to do the melter gun on its own, so hitting on 2 hits. This is against the, I guess, oh yeah, I presume it's going to be against the Gravitas melter gun. So hits, wins on 3. No, and then the twin bolters against the assault intercessors. 2s, 4s, 3s, 1 dead. Cool. What else we got? Bolt pistol from Corbello. So hitting on 3s because he's just a medical man. He misses, probably because of his Hippocratic Oath. He doesn't really want to hurt people. I think I'm going to stop there for a second and have a little look and see what on earth I've got left to fire with the Blood Angels. So, we do have some, what do they call them, Inferno pistols in with these guys, but we'll just do this first. So we've got some Storm Bolters going into the aggressors down here. So I believe we've got 3 left in Assault Cannon. So that's going to be 12 shots from the Storm Bolters into our aggressor friends. Again, dash weaponry, bolters just don't penetrate armor apparently. Not these ones, not the old school ones anyhow. I think that's why the Firstborn are a little bit at a disadvantage, because not a lot of their stuff has a lot of armor penetration. 3s. All but 1, not too shabby. Terminator shots. So this is going to be the hard bit though. 5s because of the extra tough armor. I'm not sure if it's the tough armor or it's actually tough marine inside it. Who knows? So that's not too shabby. That's 4 go through, so let's just go 4. So this is going to be 3-up save because it's just dash. For 2 wounds to go through, so 1's down to 1 wound left. Oh, they get to shrug those as well. Sorry, keep getting Iron Hands get shrug. 2 wounds. So he's down to 1 wound left. Okay. Then we've got the assault cannon going into them. So 6 shots. Assault cannon into you, my friends. So hitting on 3s. And this time we're wounding on 3s. Well, let's go through. Fantastic. -1, so 4-up save. And 2 get through. So 1 dead. And oh, no, we don't know it. So 2 get through. So first one, no, and yes. So 1 died, but the other one shrugged the wound. He saw his friend go down. He's like, no, I refuse to go down too. So that is that for the shooting, I believe. Okay, we're going to do some charges then. So, we'll do the charging from these guys, because they're going to do the overwatching, and then those guys can be charged. So, we'll do the overwatch charges. So, obviously, it's going to be the actual squad themselves. They don't have to worry about distance, so it's literally a, what? 3? And I can reroll. So, they're in. So, obviously, they're going to rapid fire into them, and so we've got to get... what have we got? 8 Hellblasters, that's 16 shots. 16 on 16s. But because they're Iron Hands, they can spend a command point, as they always do, and they can hit on 4s, so this is going to suck. So, essentially just, yeah, we've advanced. So, 16 shots hitting on 4s. I need another 2. We'll do it over here, since we're over here. Right, so hitting on 4s then. Obviously, I'm not going to overcharge. That'd be stupid. So we have got a 5-up invulnerable save on this. I must remember that. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I mean, for the Blood Angels, that is not for the Hellblasters. Hellblasters are actually probably did more damage with the. What have we got? They would have made 4 anyway, and 3 extra. Ugh, not great. Okay, so these are going to be wounding these poor people on 3s. No rerolls, and so everyone gets a 5-up save. This is against the squad. There's no more storm shields in this, so there's no 4-up saves. So this is 5-up. So we've got 1, 2 dead. Okay, that makes sense. And everyone else is going to go. So we'll do the rest of the charges as well. Right, back in a second. Completely missed this guy when it came to the shooting phase, and I forgot about the Inferno pistols. I mustn't forget that. No, probably because I'm using too many models here. So everybody made their charge. We've got the champion with the company veterans in against the aggressors. We've got the bike squad in against the assault intercessors along with the captain and brother called Bello. And then the 2 dreadnoughts have engaged. One dreadnought's got the intercessors and the eradicators, while the other's got the solo, got the eradicators. So that is that one. Those 2 are having a bit of rockets in there as well. So we're going to do this a bit different, because obviously there's going to be a pay to interrupt, which is definitely going to be those guys. But I haven't really got anything really to do major damage to them. So I'm going to start with these guys first. So we're going to do the actual veteran squad first, because it's got veteran squad, champion. We've got lots and lots and lots of different individuals on the field happening here, and it's very confusing. So hopefully we can clear some of this up. Right then, so we'll do the veterans first. Now, we haven't lost any, so we've got 5 amongst them. They start with 2, with Sarge getting 3. Then they all get an extra 1 for charging, and because we're Space Marines, Blood Angels, sorry, in the Assault Doctrine, we get another 1. My word. So it's 4 per standard ones and 5 for Sarge. So that is going to give me 21. That's 21 Power Axe hits against the aggressor. So we're going to do this over here. Because they may want to interrupt, but I would have thought there's not going to be too many of them surviving. There's 3 left here. Should get them. So what's that? That's 11. Yeah, that looks about right. Okay, so we've got no rerolls, unfortunately. So we're going to be hitting on 3s. Not too bad. We're winning on 3s as well, because we've got power axes, so these are strength 6 against toughness 5. So we're looking for 3s. That's pretty good. So -2 on the save, so this is going to be 5-up saves, and these are damage apiece. So 1 dead, 2 dead. Well, that saves, and that's so they've got to do this many shrugs. So let's see if we can shrug them. I think 1 is on a wound already. Let's have a look. No, so 1 will survive, I think. Okay, so first one shrugs. He is dead. 1 down. Anyone on that one shrugs? 2 dead, and the last one with 1 wound remaining. So that is the aggressor squad aggressively taking over, but we still have the champion as well to deal with them as anyhow. So that should be them done. What's next then? So we're going to pay to interrupt. So 2 command points. We're going to use our assault intercessors, and so they've got a ton of shots. So let me do some adding up, and I'll come back to you with some dice throwing. Okay, we're going to go a bit mad with these guys. So this is how many chainsaw attacks. Then we've got a thunderhammer. So what's that? Gets 4 for the Thunderhammer. Okay, so first, obviously paying for Overwatch is 2 command points, I think, or 1 command point. I've done that, and then I'm doing an Iron Hands one, which basically means the 6 up to wound. 6 equals 2 wounds, and also I'm getting +1 on the hits, so I will be getting hits on 2s rather than 3s. So that's quite handy. So what we're going to try and do is we're going to do probably everything. All the chainswords into the bike squad. Try and finish them off once and for all. And then the Sarge is probably going to go against the captain and the Corbello. Right then. So let's do some hitting then. Because I can fight again. I've got some more command points to play around. So these are going to be hitting on 2s. And I believe captain's somewhere near there. Yeah, so I'm re-rolling the 1s, and the lieutenant's there as well, so I'm re-rolling the 1s for there as well. Fantastic. So 2 re-rolling 1s. So this is just strictly against the bike squad. Okay, so all but 1. So we're going to be wounding on 5s, unfortunately. So we are re-rolling the 1s. And 6s are double. So I have that. So we've got another one, we've got an extra one. So let's just take the ones, I've got some ones, so let's get rid of those ones first. Reroll those. Okay, so we've got two, take those, and the fives. Okay. So these are going to be 4-up saves for our bikers. So 3 wounds go through. That is 1 dead bike. So that's for the captain. And that is one of you. Okay. Then we've got the Sarge, who's got the Thunderhammer. He's going to do 2 against the captain and 2 against the Corbello. Or should just do 1. Try and get the hit done. Corbello hasn't got any armor. Let's get him. No, maybe not, because the captain's more beneficial. Let's do the captain. We're all against the captain. Right. Hitting on 2s because of the new thing. So I can re-roll those? No, it's only adding 1. Oh no, yeah, 1's because of my captain there. Ha. So those are all hitting. Wounding on 3s, rerolling 1s. This is -3, so this is the Iron Halo save. 2 fail, so that's 3 damage apiece. That is 6 wounds. That is 1 dead captain. Well done, Sarge. Nice work. Because there was not enough people. Well, they're on the way. So that is the end of the assault instance turn. So it's the rest of my charging units go. So let's finish off that one over there. So we've got the champion. Champions get 5. But being blood angels, so he gets +1 for the assault and then another one for charging. So it's going to be 7 attacks hitting on 2s. Everything hits. Strength 5, tussle 5, so this is going to be 4s. Oh, not great. No reroll, so I got 4. So this is -3, so this is going to be 6-up save. And that's triple snake eye. So that is 1 dead aggressor. Cool. That's them done. They can stay still. That's fine. So who else has got to fight? Well, it's just my turn anyway. No one else can have a go until I finish my units. So we'll do the bike squad then, because they're going to have some thing to say about that. So this guy here, he gets 2 attacks. So he gets 3 attacks because of the charge. So 3 then. 2 hits. Wounds on 4. It's against the assault intercessors. Nothing there. So we've got the Sarge then with the Thunderhammer. So he gets 2 standard, and then a 3rd for charging. Oh, and a 5th for being a blood angel. So we're going to do hitting on 3s against the assault squad. Yeah, again. It's Thunderhammer again, actually. So it's 4s. Damn. Okay. So wounding on 2s because of blood angels. Typical. Nope, there's nothing there. Right. Corbello. Against the assault intercessors, so he gets 4 +2 for being an angry, pissed off blood angel, hitting on 3s. Can't re-roll any. We're going to be wounding on 3s this time. Oh, what one? And this is going to be -3, so 6-up saves. And this is 2 damage apiece, I believe, of Heaven's Teeth. His trusty chainsaw. Let's have a quick look. Heaven's Teeth is 1 damage, so that is 3 wounds. So, I believe that's you, and you down to 2 wounds. Okay. What else we got? Oh no, sorry. He's done that, and why have I taken away him? That's stupid. 3 wins, so that's one of those, and they got 1. I'm attacking the wrong people, and then I've got to do the shrugs. Oh, good lord! So 6-up shrugs. Right. So that one gets saved. Right. Oh god, too much to remember here. So they've got the dreadnoughts now. This is pretty easy. They get what? They get different stuff because they're completely different. Let's see the venerable dread first. So we're just getting +2 plus its normal attacks, which are 4. So you get 6. And we're hit. So who are we going to punch? We're going to punch the Gravis troops. We're going to punch these guys. Punch them. So they do get a 5 vulnerable save, so they are protected. Are they? No, they don't. It's these guys who are protected. My bad. Right then, choose them from this guy. I can't re-roll because the captain's dead. Okay, so that's those. Wounding on 3s. 2 get through. Oh, he's taken a fall. Get back there, captain. So 2 get through at -3, so that is 6 up saves. No saves, and I believe they're 3 damage apiece, so that is 2 dead of them. So the bad guys, I guess. There you go. And we've then got the librarian. So he gets his 4 stave, and he gets the dreadnoughty stuff. So let's look at him. He gets, this is going against the Gravis guys again. So 4 attacks plus 2, so he gets 6. And then he gets to do 1 with the force thing. Okay. So let's do the force one first. So 3s. Hits. So what is it? +2? +2 to its thing. So this is going to be 8. So this is going to be 3s. No, okay. So it's just this normal punchy fist then. So we'll do this as 3s. That is dreadful. 2 get through. Punching through on 3s. No, nothing. Not made for punching apparently. What else we got over here? So we've just got Sarge over there. Yeah, he's charged. So Sarge charged. So he's got. I didn't add the wound roll to that, did I? So I get +1 on the wound roll. Oh, I'm going to redo those last ones because I don't remember that. Sorry, my bad, people. So last bit, because I keep getting the +1 to the wound. So we're going to be hitting on 3s. Alright, that's fine. Do that. So it should be wounding on 3s. It's wounding on 2s. Okay, that's better. 3 wounds get through. -3, so this is 6 up saves on the Gravis troops. So 1 saves and 2 get 3 at 3 apiece. So first one, 3 shrugs. No, 1 dead. And the second one shrugs it, so he's down to 2. 1, sorry. Okay, that's a bit better. Much better. Must remember the +1 on the wounds for Blood Angels. I don't know why that's there. No one's been damaged on that bit, have they? No. 1 wound, that's fine. What else we got? Dreadnought's done. Corbellow's done. Bike Squad's done. Intercessor's had a go. He's not in range. Aggressors, the Eradicators can have a go. Sarge! We forgot about you, Sarge. Come on then. So he gets 2 instead of 3, then 5 for getting a pissed off Blood Angel. So 5 with his chainsaw, unfortunately. So 3s. They get through. And then so wounding usually on 4s, but now 3s to the Blood Angels. So those get through, because I wouldn't have counted those prior to that. So this is 4 up save. So 2 wounds, and that's a dead Intercessor. So he doesn't get to fight back. Marvellous. Well, he's dead. There's no morale check to be done there. Okay, what else we got? We've got fighting back then. Nothing to fight back over here. Everybody's dead. We killed the Eversaw. We've killed the aggressors. So it's just the Eradicators then. So they get 3 shots, and they've got Sarge still there. So they get 7. Oh, 2 shrugs to that guy. No, he didn't survive that one. Okay, so we'll do the Eradicators fight back. So 3s against the Dreadnoughts. Those hit. Wounding on 5s. 1 gets through. And saves on 3. Saves. Okay. So, we've got all this bit now. Woohoo! We've got all these guys. Let's do the captain. I'm going to have to research some stuff, see what we've got here. I'm just going to presume all of these guys are going to die, but we'll try it first. So, Lieutenant gets 4 plus 2 for being an angry Blood Angel with a power sword. So, firstly, this Lieutenant. Hitting on 2s. It all hits. Wounding on 3s. 4 wounds. -3, so 6 up save. 1 save, so 3, and this is 1 apiece, so that is 1 with 1 dead, so take you, and 1 has got 1 right. Okay, getting through him, so I will do Captain with 5, and then he gets this additional 2. So hitting on 2s. Winding probably on a 2 as well, I would have thought, because we've got the relic blade, so that is, what, 7? So it should be 3s, yeah, 2s again then. That's all those. -3, so this is going to be 6 up saves. 1 save, and I think relic blades are very, very nasty. What have they got for damage? Relic blades are 2 apiece, so that's 5 dead hell blasters. Oh dear, guys. And they've still got the librarian to go as well, and then the actual squad. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go. Right. 2 left to go. Let's do the librarian. Force axe, I guess. So hitting on 3s. Dagger 3. Winding on 2s. Wounds. -2, so 5 up saves. 1 save at 1 apiece, so 1 left for 1 wound remaining. Yeah. And then we have the rest of the squad. So we'll do the sergeant first with 1, 2, 4 with Power Fist. Hitting on 4s, so those 2 didn't go through. So this is going to be 2s. Wounds -3, 6. No saves, and that's dead. That's them. Right. So after all that, we got some any more fighting back? No, that's you done. That's you done. That's you done. Everyone done. So that is the end of the Blood Angels turn 3. That was pretty violent. So I'm going to do some calculating, and we'll come back to you when the Iron Hands have a go. I completely forgot one thing. I have 2 more command points for Iron Hands, and they're going to use their against their intercessors. Let them fight again. So we're going to do exactly the same again. So we've got the Thunderhammer guy first. So he's going to go against a brother called Bello this time, try to finish off that character. So we're going to be hitting on 4s because it's unwieldy. Each and every one of those clump the good doctor on the head. So this is going to be wounding this poor person on 2s. Oh, there's 2 1s, so that's swiftness. So minus this is going to be 6 up there. And that's that. And that's 4 damage. That is 1 dead brother called Bello. I believe he only has 4 wounds. I'll double check that. Well, Thunderhammer has 3 wounds apiece, so he definitely hasn't got 6 wounds, so that is him gone. So we've got the Assault Intercessors left, so they're just going to try and finish off the rest of the bike squad. And then that just leaves with the 2 Dreadnoughts, which hopefully we can back off and try and shoot. Maybe the Blade Guard can do something about it. We'll figure it out. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys with chainswords. So that would give each and every one of them 4 apiece. So 6 times 4 is 24. All right, back in a second. So we've got this many. We're going to be hitting on 2s this time because remember we paid some points earlier on to actually do this in the fight phase, so this still qualifies. So 2s to hit and 6s in the wound will be double up the hits. So it should finish off the bike squad. So we're not rerolling 1s. That's pretty good. So they're all fine. I mean bigger hands. Okay, so this is going to be wounding them on 5s. But, oh, that's not one there. Yeah, 5s, but 6s are extra wounds, so we've got 5s. That was a 5, promise you. So it looks like we've got 3 6s as well, so that's pretty good. So I'll just take 3 more. Okay, so these are going through at -1. So this is going to be a 4 up save for the bike squad. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 wounds. That is 1 dead bike unit. So the assault intercessors use those points very, very well. So goodbye, goodbye. So that just leaves this little shenanigan going on here then. Right then, I believe that is the end of that was Blood Angels turn, even though Iron Hands had the last move there. So we'll come back to you in Iron Hands turn 3. Okay, turn 3 movement of Iron Hands over and done with. Right, what have we moved? We've had these guys move up a little bit. They can either take this one, that one, or that one, if any problems arise. We've got a little squad moved up towards there, so they're going to take command of that and remove that marine. What else do we have move up? We had them come off the crate, off the container. They've moved up with the HQ behind them. Again, he's tucked himself behind here. They've stayed in close combat. They've stayed in close combat. And then we also had some reinforcements turned up, which I forgot about. We had all the bikes turn up. So these guys are on the field again. So that'd be quite fun for shooting. So that's pretty much it for command phase. Obviously, it's just guy giving +1 to hit. But there's not much. So I've given it to these guys. So they've got a +1 to hit naturally rather than having to pay for it this time. But that is only with ranged weapons. So it's only with their pistols. But there is a plasma pistol. So that's right there. So, we're going to do some psychic stuff. So, I'm out of range for doing anything to the Terminator. The only thing I can really do to is these two here. The Dreadnoughts, because they're the closest targets, or I believe maybe they are. What do you reckon? I think it's the Dreadnoughts. So, we're going to do, some smiting or some invulnerable saves or stuff. I think I'm going to have a little look at the psychics and see what this guy can do. Oh, cool. So I made this one going quite aggressive. So I'm going to do Smite as usual on that one there, which is the standard Venerable Dreadnought. And then I'm going to do something called Machine Flames. Essentially, you attack that one, it gets another 3 more wounds, and on a 4-up, that gets a D3 more wounds. So that's pretty cool. I think that's how it reads. One gets, so you just choose one, D3 more wounds. Then select another one, it's in 6 inches of that one. And for D6 on a 3-up, it gets well, so there's only 1 more to win. Okay, so we'll do some psychic shenanigans. Obviously, the Dreadnought itself can deny it as well, because we've got one here. So there's lots of denying going on. So we'll do the smite then on the Venerable. So going off on 5. So that is, I believe, Super Smite. I will double check. I think that's Super Smite. So no, it's 11 up. So that's just a D3. So it's going to be hard to deny though. So he's going to try and deny. So he gets 1 deny attempt. So 11. No. And this one gets 2 deny attempts. So he's going to deny it. And he does, but he will suffer D6 more wounds. So he's going to re-roll that. So D6 more wounds, or shall I take D3? Yes, obviously that's, yeah. So I'm going to just ignore that and pretend, I have to re-roll, don't I? There we go, so that fails. So D3 more wounds on this Venerable Dread. So that's D3. It's damage -1, so it takes, it's 2 now, because it's got a whole sort of -1 on all damage. I just want to know how it starts with. Let's say 8. Yeah, so it's down to 6. So this one is now down to 6 wounds. Okay, so now we're going to do the Machine Flames. So this goes off on a 8, I believe. So look at that one. Machine Flames. Don't scroll down. Sorry, I'm using Battle Scribe at the same time here. It's 6. Okay, so this guy is going to flinch that thing. So firstly on a 6 goes off. Excellent. He's got 1 more deny, so he's going to try and deny it on a 6. He denies it. Okay, so that's done. Okay, that is all the psychic stuff done. So no, that's all the psychic attempts. So it's going to be some shooting then. So we've actually got some shooting to do. These guys can shoot their bolt pistols into combat. He can shoot. No, oh no, you can shoot these guys here. And then this lot can shoot basically this lot as well, because that's all in combat, so nothing, yeah. And only these guys can shoot into each other. Right then, I'll do the ones outside of combat then. So I guess everything's going to go into this lot. So I'll have to go against the Venerable, because the Vanguard squad, because they'll do the Lookout Cell rule. So we'll do the Neo Volt pistol. 2 shots from the Lieutenant. Hits on 3s. Yep, so 1 hit. 6 is a mortal wound as well. So it's going to be 5 versus 3, so that's a wound. So it's dash, so it's going to be a 3-up save. Save, okay. Heavy bolt pistol from the Captain, so hitting on 2s. Misses, okay. And then just standard bolt pistol from the Librarian. 3s, misses, okay. So we've got the, what do you call them? The Blade Guard Veterans, they got heavy bolt pistol each. So it's going to be 3 hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1s. course, it's mostly 2s. So we'll give. So this is going to be wounding on 4s. 1 wound at -1 this time, so it's 4 up save. Oh, it's minus. Yeah, still -1 because we're the yeah. So that's safe. That's fine. That's them done for shooting. We can do shooting for you, so we'll just do the pistols first. So 2 bolt pistols going into we'll call it this dreadnought here. 1 hits, wounds on a 5, doesn't wound. Then we've got the pistols from here. So these are heavy bolt pistols again as well. And there's a plasma pistol in there as well. So this is going to go against the librarian. So hitting plasma pistol first, misses. And then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 shots coming in from heavy bolt pistols against the dreadnought. They can't re-roll because they're out of range. Oh, they're hitting on 2, sorry. The last one was a 1. Because he's giving +1 to their weapons. So they're wounding on 5s. So 2 get through at -1. And that's going to be 4s on the dreadnought. Hey, 1 gets through. So I believe the librarian is 9. 9 librarian dreadnought. Librarian's ready. Where's the stats? 8, so down to 7. Cool. So that's all shooting down from pretty much around here. Let's do you guys. So you've got, what have we got? We've got rapid firing bolt guns, bolt rifles into that last marine. It's going to be 8 shots. No rerolls or anything. Oh, what have we got there? Sorry. So, 3s. And then 4s. And then 2 saves of 4. 1 save. He's got 2 wounds, so he's got 1 wound remaining. That's that. So something for them to charge. Lovely. Oh, what else we got? Oh, we've got those bolt things, but they can't see anyone. And I want them. Well, no, it doesn't need charge. They've already got a position of that one. So, 16. What was that? 18 shots. 18 shots from their assault bolters into this poor dude. So I think we can call it a nice goodbye for him. But let's be fair. Let's play it on the numbers. Number 4, please, Carol. Oh, it's not Carol for now. It's been Rachel for a long time. Anyone who gets that reference is only from the UK. From Freeze then, please. This is going to be 3s again because they're strength 5. I think we can call it that. And he's just got to make 1 save of, I believe they're going to be 4 up. So there's 2. He didn't make quite a lot up, but he didn't make enough. So that is 1 dead Space Marine. That's 1 dead Space Marine. Did that make a band? Did that make a crew? Yeah, that did make a crew. That's the rest of my Devastator squad gone. Somewhere around here. Oh, this is the other team. Haha. Okay, so aside from that, shooting there, done. Shooting here, done. Shooting all over there, done. That's the last of him. So I've got some shooting from the bikes, I guess. So we've got the chaplain. He hits a little bit. No, he hits exactly the same. So might as well do. And then we've got some weird. We've got a multi-melter and we've got some other bangs. So we'll do the regular squad first. So it's going to be 12. 12? Yeah, 12 assault rifles. This is going to be against the Terminators. Or is it? Terminators or... From the -1 with these. Both got vulnerable saves. What should we do? What should we do? Decisions. Well, we're going to be able to charge the guys. If we kill them, we're not going to be able to charge up there with our bikes. We're not like, we haven't got Ghost Rider bikes or Judge Dredd bikes. So we're going to shoot the Terminators and then we're going to drive into these guys. That makes sense. So we'll do the Terminators hitting on 3s then. Let's do this over here. 3s then. I haven't got any sort of chap. I've got a chap in there, but he arrived too early to do any sort of stuff to encourage his men. So this is going to be 4s. That's terrible. 2. Bloody 2. So they have 2 episodes. This is 3s. So 1 wound off a Terminator. I think 1 only had a wound left. No, we got, so he's down to 1 wound. There we go. So we have got a bolt. We've got some bolt guns on the go-kart, and then we've got the chaplain's one. So we'll do the chaplain's one first. So chaplain gets he gets four hitting on 3s. Typical. 2, and then wounding on 4s. 1 wounds and 3 up save. Oh, that is 1 dead Terminator. Okay, we're getting there. So we've got an assault bolter now. Well, not assault bolter, what are they called? Bolt rifle? Bolt assault bolter? No. Essentially, there you get 6 shots, and then on bolt gun stats. And this is from the Mario Kart-esque thing. So firstly, it's weird bolt guns. Going off on hitting the 3s. Well, it hits better. Get out of the way. What's that? Red dot. Wounding on 4s. Yeah. And saving on 2s. Oh, wound gets through. Marvellous. Down to 2 wounds. So at least we've got the multi-melter now. 2 wounds for you, my friend. So now we've got a multi-melter coming in. Hitting on, because technically it's moved and it's not a vehicle, so it's hitting on 4s. Sounds about right. Well, we're using that for the charge, really. So that's all the shooting, I think, that is done. Yeah, we're going to do charge. So they're already in combat. So the Dreadnoughts get to fight first, because, I don't know, but we're going to do some charging from these guys. So hopefully the Blade Guard will sort them out. Are we going to do some overwatching from the Dreadnought? Yes, we are, because that Dreadnought's got a heavy flamer. So we're going to spend a command point to overwatch, and we're going to bring in the Blade Guard veterans. Or should we do it with someone else? No, we're going to do it with Blade Guard. So firstly, D6, oh god. Right, so 6 shots. So these are going to be wounding on 3s. Yep, 3 wounds. At -1, so that's, they get their Storm Shield save, which plus, so it gives them 2, so it's back to 3. And that is 1 with 1 wound remaining, because they're veterans, so they get 3 wounds. So there is 1 left of that. And then we've got 2 las cannons coming in. So these are going to be hitting on 6s, because obviously it's not auto hits with las cannons. Nope, nothing on the las cannons. So they're now in. Oh, I haven't even rolled to charge. If I could get Snake Eyes. So look, so Blade Guard veteran charge. We're looking for about a 3. Yay, that's about a 3. Let's have a look here. Double check, can't just call it. Yeah, that's fine. So we've got the Blade Guard veterans in, so I'm just going to charge everybody else, and we're back with some fighting. Here we are after our charge phase then. We've got the Outrider squad managed to get in, but the Chaplain didn't manage to get in, so they'll just be fighting them solo. We've got the Intercessors already in engaging range with the Librarian Dreadnought, as well as the Gravis troops who are in combat with the Venerable, and I can probably the Librarian as well. Ferris here isn't, he's just observing everything. We've now got a Lieutenant who's now engaged with the Venerable Dreadnought, and also with the Blade Guard veterans and the Captain. So everybody's sort of tucked in, and that is pretty much it. So obviously we've got enough to interrupt, so the Librarian's probably going to interrupt. So what we're going to do first is we're going to hit with our Blade Guard veterans and try and destroy that Venerable Dreadnought in one go. So we've got tons of hits and we're lots of re-rolls, alright? So bear with me here. So we're going to be hitting on 3s. Thank you. Oh, where would it? I'm just going to keep from all. So hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s. We're rolling 1s because the Captain is right there. Yep, the Captain is right there. Fenris wasn't anywhere close to the real rolls plus on these guys, but it's only range stuff anyhow. So get rid of the 2s. Cool, that's not too shabby. Okay, this is going to be wounding on 5s though, so this is going to be the hard one. Unfortunately, there's no way to improve, but I will be rerolling some 1s because the Lieutenant's stuck in there as well. So, wounding on 5s. So we've got some natural 1s. Good job I didn't do that 6 to wound people. And no rerolls. That sucks. Okay. So, none of those. And so these are -3, so this is going to be a 6-up save. So 1 save. So these are 2 damage pieces, which go down to 1 each. So that's 2 damage. So it's down to 4 wounds. Okay, okay. So it's now someone's going to turn to interrupt. So who are we going to interrupt with? We're going to interrupt with our librarian. The librarian's going to attack the assault intercessors because they are quite a dangerous lot. So I think we had last time, it was it's like 6 plus the 7th one, which is his halberd. So we'll do the halberd attack first. So it's going to be 1 hitting on 3. Misses. Okay, so then we've just got 6 hits. And I believe I'm in range of the, yeah, I'm within 6 inches, so I'll get a 5-up and vulnerable save. Okay, we're going to be hitting these Space Marines on 3s. Oh, that's terrible. That Dreadnought's not very good at hitting. Wounding on 2s. 2 wounds. So 5-up and vulnerable saves. 1 save, that means 1 dead intercessor. Oh, so that really didn't, that wasn't great for what we wanted to do, really. That was 2 command points for that, for a dead Space Marine. Oh well. You live some, you lose some. So that is, so we have Playguard, and now it is everybody else's turn. So we'll do El Capitan. El Capitan stuff right there. So, Captain's got 6 at this point in time. Hitting on 2s. Alright, we're missing 1 here. There we go. Lovely. All hits. Wounding on 5s. 1 wound. Can't reroll anything at -3. So it doesn't save, so that's down another wound. So it's down to 3 wounds left. We've got the lieutenant now stuck in there. So the lieutenant gets 5 clonks with his Mastercraft powered sword. So 5 clonks hitting on 2s. Yeah, all clonks hit. 5s. 1 gets through. And 6-up damage. No, so that's another 1, so it's down to 2 wounds. I wonder if the humble Gravis Eradicators here can pummel it, but it's not their turn first. We have more charging stuff. So, standard Marines get 2, plus the chainsaw 3, then they get an extra 1. So this is like 21, I believe, you get with the outright. I'll double check. Let me just double check the rules, because I know they get an extra 2 when they charge. 1 second. So this sounds a bit excessive. This is 19 hits going into the company veterans. So, this Witch Doctor in the room, we're still in Devastator, so this isn't, it's still going to be -1. Anyway, going to be hitting on 3s. That's very good. That'll do nicely. What I will do is spend a command point and do the 6s wounding. So any 6s will go up, we'll get an additional hit. So we might be able to get rid of these. So obviously this is against just the squad, none against the company champion that's in there. So this is going to be wounding on 4s. And 6s explode. So we've got some explodey 6s. So 5 more attacks. And then what have we got? We're looking at 4s, did I say? That's good, because that was pretty bad. So we've got 5 more attacks in there. Yo. So they're all gone through at -1. So everyone always got a storm shield. So that basically renders the extra armor save null and void. So this is going to be 3-up saves on the company veterans, and they have 2 lives apiece. So we're looking for 2s and 1s. That's 2. So 1 down with 1 wound. Okay, so not great there. So they're probably going to get very much smashed at this point by their smack back. So has anyone else got charged to sort of sort out? No? Okay then, so you got these guys going to fight, but we'll do the this Dreadnought first then. So I believe he gets 5 as standard and 6 for being charged, and he's a Blood Angel, so he's really pissed. So first of all, who are we going to hit? We're going to hit the Playguard veterans. No, hang on. Yes, we're going to hit the Playguard veterans. So, or the captain. Let's get the captain. Yeah, captain stupidly got in there. So hitting the captain on 2s. It's quite good. Oh god, still 2 1s there. So that's the captain. Hitting or wounding on 2s. Yo. And then this is going to be his Iron Halo save, so 4s. So he makes 1, so that's 3 damage. So the captain hasn't been hurt yet, so he got 5 wounds, so he's down to 2. Okay, that was that go. Who else needs to have a go? He's ready to go. The librarian interrupted. I suppose it's their guy. It's the aggressor, yeah, it's their go, then the aggressors go. So we've got a champion and we've got 4 veterans left. So the veterans got charged, so they've got 3 apiece. 3, 6, 9, and then 4. So that's going to be 13. Yes, 13. 13 from the veterans there. So it's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13. So we'll let them go first. So we're going to be hitting the bikes on 3s. Not too shabby. Actually, that's pretty shabby. Okay, so we're going to be wounding on 3s at least. That's better. And so these are 2 -2. And we're on Blood Angels, so it's -3 now. So this is going to be 6 up saves. So that is 1 dead bike with 1 wound remaining on 1. And then it's still got the company champion now. He gets 6 attacks. So he gets 4 attacks, and then he gets 6 because of the Blood Angels thing. So, hitting on 2s. Get rid of these dice. So it's obviously against our Outriders here. So there he is. All angry with 2 wounds left. Hitting on 2s or hit. Wounding on 4s because he's actually got a power sword. So it's -3, so 6 up. So it's -4 now, so there's no save, so it's that many wounds. 5. Oh, the last he gets to shrug some of these. So we've got 5 wounds on that one. Let's just shrug the last 3, see what the other will happen to him. Okay, so one of these wounds then. Let's see if he dies on this next one. Okay, so we're here. So let's do this guy. Doesn't shrug, so he's dead. You dead. And then you've got 3 wounds on this last gen, and if you don't shrug, he survives. He survives with 2 wounds. Very good. Okay. Where else are we going to go? We've done that one. We've done the intercessors. No, they haven't had a go yet. So the intercessors haven't had a go yet. So we'll do the aggressors then. So we've got Sarge and a Buddy. So Buddy, they get 2 as standard, 3 as standard. Aggressors generally get 3. So 4 is being charged, and then Sarge will get. That seems a lot. I'm gonna go with that. That seems a bit better, right? Because they're not Blood Angels. So 3s against the Dreadnought. That's more specifically the Venerable Dreadnought. Okay, wounding on 5s. That's not bad. And this is on dash, so 3 up save. Ooh, 1 wound. So the aggressors managed to put 1 through. So that's on 1 wound remaining for the Venerable Dreadnought. So the intercessors, I believe, are the last people to fight. Okay, that makes sense. So what have I got in my magical pocket of dice? Let's do the Sarge with his Thunderhammer first. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, yeah. So hitting on 4s. 2 hits against the Librarian. Boom. 3s. Yeah. And we're not blind, so that's fine. So that's at -2. So we're on 5 up saves. 1 doesn't save. So that's 3 damage. So he's down to. If he was on 7, he's on 4. Okay. You with me? So we've got the chainsaws now. So he's gone. So it looks like we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. That's 2 apiece plus the chainsaw plus being charged, so 4 each. So that's 20. More dice, please. Take that one away. Oh my life. What about that one? Okay, so this is chainswords against our buddy the Dreadnought. Good luck there, bud. So this is going to be hitting on 3s. All but one. That's very good. It's still only -1, so still takes the damage to it. So this is going to be hard bit. This is going to be the 5s. Coming in. So this would be 5s against the Dreadnought. Okay. Not too many, that's to be expected. So 5. Not bad. 5 at -1. So this turns into a 4-up save for the Dreadnought. So it fails 3 of them. So it's down to 1 wound, just like its buddy there. Okay. That is those done. I think that is absolutely everything. Good lord, that took a lot. So we got Lieutenant, Captain, those guys. He hasn't done anything. They do nothing. Right, I think that's the end, man. Good lord. We're going to do some adding up and we'll do some totaling. But I think we did very well as the Iron Hands there, even though we lost a few of the new unit. That's to be expected. Okay, clear you up. You're not supposed to be here. This is very out of squad coherency. Okay, we're going to come back to you on, what is it, Blood Angels turn 4. Right, back in a bit. Okay, Blood Angels movement turn 4 all over and done with. So not much to move at this point in time. So we got the Vanguard Veteran Squad along with the 3 character, the HQ units, moving in position into doing some charging. Nothing moved in there, all sort of all bunged up, unfortunately. The Terminators, however, moved from the platform all the way up here, so they are now in range of the Inceptors over there. No movement here because we'll keep everybody locked up in combat, and no, that's nothing there. So that's pretty much everything there. So we'll do some, I must remember to use this guy as well. So we got some Terminators. So we got, what have we got? 2 Terminators left with Storm Bolter, so that's going to be 8 shots with the Storm Bolter. So, one more. Okay, so this is going against the Inceptors. So we're going to hit these guys on 3s. That is not good. That is terrible, in fact. Okay, so the Terminators aren't really proving their veterans worth here. Wounding on 5s. We've got 1 wound. Here are we? Blood Angels. So this is going to be dash. So this is going to be a 3-up save. And a save. Okay, hopefully the Assault Cannon might have a bit more luck. So Assault Cannon hitting on 3s. Half the shots go off, half hit the target. Wounding on 3s this time. Ugly rolling. So 4-up save. Oh, so we've got a wound. Hey, 1 down. So one of these is down to 2 wounds. Yo, so that is that one. I believe that's most of the shooting done. So we've got some shooting from our HQ unit. So we'll do the Librarian. So Librarian to Librarian. That's not a bad shot because he's his closest target. So you're going to be hitting on 3s. Hits. This is Inferno Pistol, so wounding on 2s. Of course. So what else we got here? We've got everybody's locked up in combat apart from him. So we'll do the Captain against that one, and we'll keep going with the. In fact, we might do all the Inferno Pistols into that one because then we can charge everybody else. So yeah. So the Captain hits on 2s. Hits. Wounds on 2s. Wounds, -4, no save, so D6, 6, I believe that's a dead, but we're going to shoot anyway, just double sure. Hits with the Lieutenant Inferno, so I'm pretty sure Primaris Librarian has got 6 or less wounds. Yeah, 5 wounds, so that is 1 dead character. Ugly. No more pistols to be shot from in there. Oh, we've got these dreadnoughts to shoot phase, haven't we? So they can shoot into combat. So we'll do we'll do this guy first. So D6 heavy flamer into. I guess we're going to go against the Vanguard. What would be better to shoot? Let's get rid of those. The Eradicators aren't really much of a problem. He's in combat with the Lieutenant, so D6 against the Lieutenant. So 4 shots, 4, what do you call them? Heavy flamer shots against the Lieutenant. Wounding on 3s. So 2 hit. He's got a shield, so this is going to go back to 3 again, so 3s. So 1 wound, he's started with 4, so he's down to 3. I'm supposed to do the 2 las cannons against him as well. Why not? Twin las cannon against the Lieutenant. 3s. Both hit. Wounds on 2s. Snake eyes. Nope, nothing must just whiz past him. Okay, then we've got the D6 on into the Salt Incessor, I guess. 5 shots. Okay, 5 shots against our Incessor buddies. So wounding on 3s. All but 1. So this is -1, so this is going to be 4 up saves from. 1 more dies. You did. That's all the guys? Yeah, it's all the Blood Angels ones. They've got nothing. They've already fired. Oh yeah, Sniper Dude. Sniper Dude, could you please shoot that creature person thing with the tentacle person? Can do, Ross. Good man. So, 2 to hit. Hits. Wounds on 5, and 6 is D6 wounds. D3 wounds, and I've got to look up the rules. So there's no invulnerable save. It's -3. He does get 2 up save, so it's 5 up save. Doesn't save. Okay, so I've got to look into the rules now because the Vindicator's caused a hit, but he can do a wound 6 hit. Back. So he gets what do you call it? Oh, he's looking in the wrong place. Over here. There we go. So he gets to do D3 damage on him, and then I get to roll dice. So firstly, D3 damage. So he gets 2 wounds. So let's put it down there. So he's got 2 wounds so far. Now I've got to roll a dice. So on a 3 up, he gains another wound. He gets another wound, so that's 3. Now I've got to roll it, and I get a 4. He gets another wound. He gets another wound. Now on a 5, he gets another wound. No. Okay, so he got 4 wounds, and he gets a shrug on 6s. I should really do that for everybody else. Shrugging on 6s. No, so he takes 4 wounds, so whatever that guy has, -4. Back in a second. Cool, so that's 3 left on that one after the shrugs. I should really shrug the librarian as well. So the librarian took D6 wounds. Took the actual 6. So how many did he have to start with? 5. So I've got to roll some dice firstly to see if that librarian got absolutely disintegrated, because I keep forgetting these iron hands. And so they get the shrug. So shrugging, this is for the librarian, who might survive. So a couple of 6s really. Nah, 5 wounds. He was dead. Okay, cool. Right. What else we got? We got. Oh yeah, I paid for a reload. He's reloading, but he has to aim at another character. So we've got Captain with 2, but they're all engagement range. So I can't shoot anybody. Yeah, no, so I'll refund myself. I can't actually shoot anybody because everybody else is in engagement range. Fair enough. Right, I believe that is all the shooting. So we're going to do some charging. If there's any charging to be done, I doubt it. Oh no, we do have to charge this a lot. Right, back in 1 sec. Well, they're all going to make the charge, aren't they? So let's do the thing then. So Vanguard Veteran Squad. So charging into, this line. Yeah, they're in. 8. So in... I'm just going to try and keep him away from the Intercessor squad. So you can go against him. You're going against him. Oh, they've all got to be together. That's the unfortunate bit. Right, so they're there. So we'll do the Lieutenant into the Blade Guards. Yo. Do Captain into the Lieutenant. Yep. And then Librarian into Feros. Yep. Okay, a lot of charging, but there's a lot of people in combat anyway. So this person gets to go... Well, no, we'll do the charging first. And no one's paying attention, right? We can't afford any of that. Right, I'm going to figure out what on earth to do. My God, there's a lot of Space Marines. Right, back in a second. Right then, everybody's charged in. We're going to do some killing, I guess. So, the captain, which is here, is going to attack the lieutenant, who's on 3 wounds remaining. So, hitting on 2s. 2 fails. Wounding on... it's going to be... He's got +3, so it's 7. So it's going to be 3s. All through. At -4, so it's going to be the 4 up invulnerable save from his Storm Shield. And 3 go through, sorry. These are 2 damage apiece. Yep, so that is 1 dead lieutenant. Okay. Yoink. So that is the captain done. Let's see. Let's go with the lieutenant. Let's go for the ranks. So the lieutenant's next. So the lieutenant's going to go against the Blade Guard veterans. 4 attacks for the lieutenant, I believe, and then 2 more for being a pissed off blood angel. So we're going to be. I believe they hits on 2s, but I don't know if they changed it. I've been playing it like he hits on 2s. Yeah, he does hit on 2s. Oh, he's got 3 attacks, not 4. So take away one of those. So 5 attacks altogether, and then hitting on 2s. Good, because there's a lot of 2s there. We're going to be doing this on 3s. And it's at -4, so this is going to be 2 4 up and vulnerable saves. Both save. Okay. So Lieutenant didn't have much luck there. We got the Librarian here. So I would have thought it's probably going to be 3 again. And then 2. But I'll double check that. Librarians may be more aggressive than Lieutenants. Doesn't make sense. Lieutenants would sound probably a better combat skills. Yeah, they got 3 attacks. So they're basically like lieutenants. Who are you going to attack? You're taking Feros. Okay, so hitting on 3s. 2 get through. 3 get hit. Sorry. So this is going to be 6 versus 5. So 3s. Typical. At -3 at this point, so 5 up save. No, and that's going to be, I think it's just 1 damage with the force axes. Oh, it's D3. D3 1 down, so 2 damage, and he managed to shrug on 5s, so 1 damage. So Ferris is down to 2 left. Okay. So we've got the Vanguard Veteran Squad, so let's go them all into Ferris. Let's try and finish off the other character. We've got 3 lightning claws. So that's going to be 2 a piece for the standard, 3 for charging, 4 for angry space marines. So let's do. It's going to be 8 lightning claw attacks. No, is there 3 lots in there? Yes, 3 lots in there. So there's 12 lightning claw attacks. Nice. So we're rerolling wounds on the lightning claws, and we get a +1 to our win because we charged. Marvelous. So hitting him on 3s. Okay, that's pretty good. So we're wounding him on 5s because he's wearing better armor, but we can re-roll these, and we're getting +1. So it should be actually 4s, sorry. So that's amazing, and I get to re-roll them. Okay. So these are going to be at -2. Lightning Claws now, oh no, that's so -3. So he's now got his 5 up save. And he does very well on that one as well. 4 of those. And he gets to shrug these on 5. And he takes 4 wounds, so that is him dead as well. Right. They're doing very well here, but that is, I think that's all the Blood Angels there. What have we got? Yeah, I think that's all of them. So everybody gets to fight back over here, but we go on turn by turn, I guess. Right, 2 seconds, I'm going to have to look and see. Right, so this is the sort of civilized part, kind of the fight phase, because we've done all the charging, but there are people still in engagement range. So it's actually everyone's go sort of your choice, your choice, your choice, your choice. So basically the person who gets to go first now is the opposing player, so that's the Iron Hands. And then Blood Angels player gets to go. So I've got to weigh up what's the most damage I can do with the most. So obviously I could possibly use this one. I could use them. I could use the Blade Guard. I could use the Captain, and I could use the aggressors. So quite a lot I could actually use, but obviously some are better than others. So I'm probably going to start with my Blade Guard veterans. Let's think about that. Actually, no, I'm probably going to start with the intercessors, because they will, because they're both on a wound each, these dreadnoughts, so hopefully if one explodes they'll take out the other. So let's do the intercessors first then. So as always, we won't charge those this time, so we are just using standard attacks. So we'll do the Thunderhammer Sergeant first. So we get, what was that, 2 hits? Yep. So this is against dreadnoughts, so it's going to be 3s then. 1 wound. I can't re-roll any 1s, can I? Is there a lieutenant still amongst all of that? There is, but he's way out 6 inches, so that's not re-rolling the 1. Okay, so that's at -3. So the dreadnought gets a 6 up save, which it makes. Very good. So the regular, so these guys will get 3 apiece. How many have we got left? It looks like we've got 4 more to go. So that's 12 attacks against the Dreadnought. This is actually the Librarian Dreadnought. I've only got 1 wound to get, so hopefully we get it this one. I was hoping we'd get it with the Thunderhammer, but oh well. Right, we're going to be hitting on 3s then. Or can we reroll any one of those? No, the captain. Oh, no, the captain's there, so we can reroll 1s. That's excellent. So 1s to reroll. Good, because there's 3 there. So that's what we got. So this is the hard bit. This is going to be 5s. And again, we're not in range of the lieutenant, that one. So this is going to be a 4-up save. And we've got 2 wounds. So that is the dead Dreadnought. Does it explode on a 6? It does not. That is the Librarian gone. So that is a character. So that's you. May I take your answer? Thank you very much. Cool. So that was their first one. So it's now my opposing turn. So we're probably going to use the Dreadnought, because I'm not really worried about the fight over there. We're going to use the Dreadnought to attack the Blade Guard veterans. So we won't charge again. So it's going to be about 4. Yeah, it's 4 attacks. No one charged us. We're hitting on 2s, and we can reroll. Yeah, because there's the lieutenant and the captain. So, and he is core. So rerolling. This is against the Blade Guard veteran then. So they all hit. We're wounding these guys on 2s and rerolling on 1s. Lovely. All hit. So these are going to be their 4 invulnerable saves. Not a 1. Not a 1. So that's 4. So this is going 3 damage apiece. So that makes 4 dead. Wow, that's very good. So that's 4 dead Blade Guard from the Dreadnought. Cool. Okay, so then it goes to the other player's turn. So we'll probably, yeah, we won't charge. So we only get 1, 2, 3 attacks that one. Let's do the captain. So the captain's got 5. So 5 hitting into the Dreadnought. So hitting on 2s. Good, just about. Wounding on 5s. So 2 wounds get through at -3. So it's 6-up save. None of those. So that won't go through. So does it explode? It does not. Okay, so that's another dead unit, courtesy of the Iron Hands. Put you over here. So what else do we have over here then? We do have the, so it will technically be the Blood Angels' turn now. So the people I saw over there was the, these guys. So we got 2 apiece, I think, for the veterans. So 2, 4, 6, then 3, so that's 9 for the veteran squad. So we're going to be hitting on 3s. This is obviously against the bike. Pretty good, all but 1. So this is going to be 3s because they're strength 6 and he's toughness 5. 4 of them, marvelous, and 5-up save. No, it's going to be a 6-up save. And that's 3 wounds, and that chomps him through. He does get to do his shrugs. And is that right? Yes, that's right. Yeah, he's dead. Okay, so that is 1 dead biker. Marveloso. Right, we're getting through it though. So we've got the aggressors. No, the aggressors, the what you call them, eradicators. So we've got 3 per standard and then 4. So this is just regular old, just punchy fists against the assault. Yeah, the assault. No, the Vanguard veterans. Yeah, because contact. So hitting on 3s. Ooh, only 3 get through. Wounding on 4s. 1 gets through. And at dash, so it's a 3-up save for the Vanguard. Oh, he managed to punch through. So they're on a 1 wound left as well. Anybody else? So you technically are not in engagement range anymore of anyone, so you can't fight anymore. And that is it. I saw that at the end of Blood Angels. Who's that? Blood Angels? Yeah, it must be. So at the end of Blood Angels turn, we're going to do some adding up. They look pretty good. So what we're supposed to get for Assassinate, we killed a few characters there. We've got 3 of them there. That's not too shabby. And did we do the Psychic Ritual? We did. Did we do the Psychic Ritual? I'll double check on that one. I think we didn't. Oh no. Oh no, because hang on, I did the Smite and I did something else. Ah! That was stupid. I'll have to double check some stuff on that one. But okay, we'll double check on the Psychic Ritual and engage all fronts. No, there's no one there anymore. So apart from that, we'll go and double check and we'll come back with Iron Hands turn 4. So in my hesitation, well, in my excitement, I managed to forget the psychic phase. So I'm basically going to say it from the librarian, so the librarian dreadnought. So obviously I was meant to do the psychic ritual. I went past that. I breezed past it because I had a break and I forgot about the psychic phase. So I'm going to obviously pretend that he's not going to do all the psychic ones, nor is this one here. And I'm just going to try and do the psychic ritual on a 1. It's manifest on 3. So yeah, it's basically a do-over. Marvellous. So that was the librarian dreadnought. Did that, so the psychic ritual still go ahead. Then he got destroyed. That's absolutely fine in my world. Okay, so the end of that turn then. We'll have a look at what the Blood Angels got. So we'll just cover some more bits and pieces. So we've got 1, 2, 3 characters. So we're getting 9 points for killing characters there. So that's quite a nice one. So let's go and have a look on the board because we haven't seen the board for a bit. It would help if I had the pen as well. Right, so let's have a look at the first one. So we got 10 points originally in the beginning for the commanding and holding the area. We certainly haven't got that one because that was basically holding the middle. So I'm saying we've got that. And then we've got 9 here. So that gives this one a total of 10, 19, that's 21 in that one. So at the moment, they're doing pretty well. That's 39 at the moment. They've only got 1 turn left to go. That's why I really want that psychic ritual. So I know that was a bit of a cop out, but and I forget. But which is the problem when you're doing battle reports and fighting both sides. You tend to forget a few things and sort of ramble ahead. So I think we're pretty much done for that side of the turn. They didn't get anything else for anything else. That's all done there. So we will come back once again on the Iron Hands turn. Where are we at? Turn 4. Okay, back in a moment. Right, movement done for the Iron Hands, turn 4 then. So we haven't got much on the ground here, just a few odd troops down there. We've got these guys who try to keep out the line of sight for these guys, well, they can't see them, but they want to keep out the way of these guys' guns. So they own the point. Should have thought that better, oh well. So we've got ones down here, they're still on that point, they can't see anyone, they can't see no one. These guys fell back, so they can't fire, but it does mean everybody can fire at this little lot. So what have we got left? 1, 2, 3, 4. There's more than 3, so we're still technically targeting the squad for shooting, but we can charge obviously the characters. And then we've got these 2 who are going to short range these people and then going to melee. So then, let's do some firing. So nothing's happening over here. So it looks like we're just going to be shooting. So we'll do the Blade Guard veteran firstly with his heavy bolt pistol against the captain. Misses. Okay. So we've got the captain then going against the captain. So that's going to be hitting on 2. Hits. Wounds on 4. Doesn't wound. Okay. We got what else we got? We've got a plasma pistol. Plasma pistol against, again we'll go against the captain. No. Because it's not closest to that one, so I can't do that. So I can shoot the Vanguard. So I'm going to the Vanguard then. So 3s, nope. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 heavy bolt pistols from Assault Intercessors. So 4s, 3s even. So 2 of those. Winding on 4s. 1 gets through at -1, so a 4-up save. That's a save. Okay, so pistols, no shooting done with there. Okay, we'll go over to here. So we've got the twin bolt rifles on the front there against the Vanguard squad. Sorry, company veterans. So we're going to be hitting on 3's ballistic skill. And this is going to be 4s. Nope, nothing. So he's got his pistol as well. So this hits on 3. Hits, wounds on 3. Cool, and it's minus 2 damage, or is it? Yeah, minus 2 damage. So, it's going to be 4 up save, but it will kill one. Oh, that's killed one. So his pistol managed to get one down. That's fine. Over to you. So yeah, that's going to say. Right, what else we got? We've got the auto bolt rifles. So these are 6 shots, but a standard bolt gun sort of stats. So 3s, all but 1. Cool. Wounding on 4s. That's 2 of those, and these are dash, so these are going to be a 2 up save. Both safe. Okay. Multi-melters into the squad. Still has to be the squad, or should we do Terminators? No, we're going to go against the squad because we want to finish more units than the alien, and the Terminators are harder. Or are they? Oh, are they? No, we'll keep going into that squad. So hitting on 3s. So 1 hit, close range. So this is going to be instant 2, so instant death. 2 then wounds, minus. So it's going to be 4 up and vulnerable save. Save, so multi did not help there. Okay, so we'll do some charging with them. I believe that is everyone fired and can do something then. Okay, so we'll charge everybody in. So the chaplain's going to go in. That's him. So he's going to take on all the unit, the chaplain, the champion, and that unit. He's not going to bother. He's just going to sit back and fire. So we've got the assault ancestors going into the vanguard squad. That's them in. And we've got no guns to Overwatch, nor have we got any points to Overwatch. Okay, that's them in. So we've got the Blade Guard veteran. He's going to go into the lieutenant / captain for 3. Yep, that's fine. It's going to be about sort of 4-inch for captain. Yep, captain's in. And that is everybody, I believe. Cool. Right in. We'll do the what's the Space Marine? What's the Blood Angels got? They've got 1 command point, so they can't interrupt. So I can just kill who I want. That's fine. So we'll do the Intercessor squad against the standard squad then first. So we get 4 because we're back to charging again for the Sarge. So hitting on 3s. 1 misses. So wounding on 2s. And we are within range of... No, Lieutenant's dead. So Lieutenant dead and Dan's dead. So that's all wounds. That's fine. So this is minus 3. So 6 up saves. No saves at 3 damage apiece. That's 3 dead Marines. Let's do you. You. And you. And they're still technically in combat. So, yeah, because it's there. So we've got, what have we got? 2 apiece plus 1, so it's 4 each, and there's 4 of them left, so that's 16. One more, please, Carol. Okay, so we're going to be hitting on 3s. Can I reroll any of these? I can reroll 1s because my captain's there. Get rid of those. Okay, so these are going to be 4s. Wounding 4s. That's fine. And this is minus 1, so it's going to be 4 up save. So that is 1 more dead one. Okay, so that is the assault intercessors done. So let's go over to the captain and the blade guard. So the blade guard's going to attack. So what have you got? You got 3 standard, 4. So 4 of them against. We'll do the lieutenant, I think. So lieutenant hitting on 3s. Rerolling the 1 because I'm right next to my captain. Still nothing. Okay, so wounding on 3s. Both wound at minus 3s. So he hasn't got any saves at all. That's minus 3, so he gets 2 6-up saves. No, that's 2 damage apiece. That is probably 1 dead lieutenant. They do not. I wouldn't have thought they get 5 wounds. A quick look. 4 wounds. Nah, he's dead. Okay, so well done, Blade Guard. You got him. So we've got Captain, a charge, so he gets 5 as standard, and then 6 for charging. So hitting, we're going to go captain against captain. So 2s, all hit. Wounding on 3s, no rerolls. And then saving on 4s. So 1 wound gets through, so that means he's got, what's a standard captain, firstborn captain got? So he's taking a few. He starts with 5. So he's got 3 wounds left. Okay. That is everybody who has charged apart from Chaplain. So Charlie's gonna go. So he's probably really angry. Let me guess, 5? I'm gonna guess. I haven't used this model before yet. Primaris on bike, so he charges, so he gets +1. So 5 attacks. Okay. So 5 attacks, hitting on 2s because he's a very good fighter. So this is against, I'm going to do 2 against the champion and 3 against the squad. So against the champion, hitting on 2s. 1 hits the champion. Wounds him on 3. Doesn't wound. Okay. So then we're going to do the against the squad. 2 fails. 1 hits. Wounds on 3. 5. And that's going to be his 4-up invulnerable saves. Okay, nothing from there. Right, then it's going to be some fighting back. So, let's do the champion first. So he gets 5. Yep, 5 hitting on. So this is Blood Angels again. So 5 hitting on 2s. All hit. So they're going to be wounding on 4s. That's not good. Got 2 of them. 2 get through. This is -3, so 6-up save. No, he gets a 4 as well, so 4-up save. 1 gets through, so that is 2. No, it's 1 damage, so he's get down to 6 wounds, 5 wounds. Let me get 6 for a Primaris Chaplain on bike. 7, so he's down to that. And he does get to shrug any wounds. He shrugs it, so he's back to 7. He's fine. Okay, then we're going, that's all of them. So we'll go over to Captain over here. So he gets 5. No, 6. No, 5 because of being firstborn. So with the Relic Blade, so hitting on 2s, we're going against the Captain. Hits him 4 times. Wounds him on 3s. That's pretty growish. 4-up invulnerable save. Misses that, and that's 3 damage through. That's a dead Captain. Okay, put me over here. And that is everybody out of engagement range. So that is the end of that turn. So that is the end of the Iron Hands turn 4. What did we get with that then? So Assassinate. Did we kill any actual? No, because we've still got 3 here. 1, 2. And where's he gone? There is another one here. Did he get killed? The Lieutenant. Oh, Lieutenant got killed. Okay. So he did get 3 points for Assassinate for that one. Domination. No. The Blood Angels own that. Blood Angels own that. We own that one, but we own that one. Oh, we do. Got 3. Forgot 3. Do we get Domination as well then? Attrition. Do we kill more units? So the Blood Angels managed to kill. We got. Looks like we managed to finish off 1 unit, 2 units, 3 units, 4 units. Whereas we took out 1 unit, 3 units. So no, we did not get. The Blood Angels managed to kill more units than me. Right, we'll do the scoreboards and we'll come back with the last turn, ladies and gentlemen. Woohoo! Right, Space Marine. Oh, obviously Space Marine. Blood Angel's final turn. So we've done some movement, i.e., not much. So everyone's staying in combat over here. The Dreadnoughts have sort of managed to get themselves to the barriers so they can have a clear view over the combat area. These 2 are basically, well, one fell back, which was the sergeant, but he hasn't got any pistols anyway, so no shooting anyhow. So no charging for him either. But he wasn't in combat, so he managed to just move over there. They stayed locked in combat, and that is pretty much it, ladies and gentlemen. So, we're going to do Psychic Phase then. So, I've only got 1 Psychic left. He's got 2 chances for power, and I've got 1 Command Point reroll. So, I've got to do Psychic Ritual with this guy. So, it goes off on a 3. Thank God. So that's Psychic Ritual done. Fantastic. So that's another 15 victory points for the Blood Angels. That's the first time I've actually managed to score that one, ladies and gentlemen. And that's at this point. I've lost my pen. Right, back in 1 second. Yay! That's 15 victory points for them. That's awesome. So we might as well try and get some more stats next. We've certainly got to engage on front. So we did manage to hold another 2 points with the sniper and these guys having more people on them. So that's quite cool. So we just got one more psychic power to use, and then that'd be some shooting, I guess. So what should we do? I guess we're going to do Smite, I reckon. So who's going to be the closest unit? That will be the Gravis unit. So we're going to use Smite. Then what else has he got? He's got the 5 vulnerable, and everyone charged gets extra hit. Now we're going to do the Smite. So on a 5 against the Gravis boys. No. So no stuff like that one. Shall I re-roll that? Nah, not bothered. Okay, so that is all smiting. That's all I've done. So we're going to do the shooting phase. So he has got an Inferno pistol, which he can shoot the Gravis troops. So hitting on 3. Hits, wounds on a 3. Wounds, -4, so no save. So D6 damage, there's one wound left. That's that 1 wound. Can he shrug it though on a 6? No, that is one more dead Gravis troop. Okay. What else we got? We got him, but he's in combat, but that's fine. He can shoot into combat. So Inferno pistol against the Blade Guard veteran. So hitting on 2. Hits. Wounds on a 2. Wounds. -4, so it's going to be the, the shield. So 4 up save. Saves. Okay. And then we got some shooting from the Terminators. So we've got some bolt guns. So bolt guns, what we've got? We've got 8 bolt guns left. What have I got here? 7, typical. Right then, we're going to do hitting. Who are we going to shoot? That's a good question. We're going to shoot the. Is there any characters left down here? No, and you can't see that one because I was locked in combat. Oh, pants. Oh well. We'll go against the. We'll try and get the Gravis guy because you may be able to get them and deny them that one because they're not in range then. So we're going against the Gravis. So hitting on 3s. That many, 5 of those. Winding on 5s because it's tougher armor. That's better. 3 of those. Dash. So this is going to be a 3 up save for the Gravis. Come on, triple 1s. 1 wound, so he's on to 2 wounds left. We still got the assault cannon though. So this is the one that actually does do much more damage to Gravis troops. So hitting on 3s. All but 1, fantastic. We're going to be wounding on 3s this time rather than 5s. 3 get through at -1 this time as well, so this is going to be a 4 up save. And that is 1 great job troop, unless you can screw up those ones. Oh, he did. So I struggled 3. So he managed to keep 1 wound, so he's on 1 wound left. Okay. Fan, that's what we expected. So I believe that is absolutely everything. So he can't charge. I don't need to keep him around anymore. So he's going to charge the Gravis troop. And Gravis troop, yeah, going on overwatching. So he makes it in. He's going to spend money on overwatching, and he gets 4 shots at the librarian. And 1 hits, marvellous. So 1 hits, so wounds on 2. Wounds, no save, -4, so D6 damage. And +2. Ooh! For 4, what's the librarian on? That was really stupid actually, wasn't it? I should have just stayed still. Well, he would have shot anyway next time. So what has a librarian got? Please be 5. 4 wounds. So on the charge, he managed to destroy him. Well done. So we'll continue. Anyone else charging? No, that was a lesson there learnt. So it is then straight up to no one else charging. So that means it's Iron Hand's turn to choose. So who are going to choose first? Are they going to choose this one, or are they going to choose that one? They're going to choose this one. So Blade Guard veteran, 3 attacks, hitting on 3s. That's going to be wounding on 3s. No, nothing. Okay, my turn to attack. So it's going to be the company veterans. So 2 attacks each, plus, and then 3 for Sarge. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s. Oh, that was ugly. Saving on 4s. That's 2 more wounds, so he's on 5 wounds. So then it is Blood Angel's turn. No, sorry, it's now the other people's turn. So they're not in combat, they're not in combat, so it makes that'll be the chaplain's turn then. So 5 coming in. Hitting on 2s against the... We're going to go against the champion. 3 hits. Wounds on a 3. 3 wounds against the champion. So he gets the 5 up invulnerable save. Which he doesn't make any, and that is 1 dead champion. Okay. That was pretty good, because that was the next person who's going to fight. That's everyone. So we're going to do some adding up at the end there. So they've got 1, 2, 3. They do own that. So 3. Yep, so they get domination. And then how many units did we kill? We killed 1. And they killed none. No units? No, everyone survived pretty much. Would you guys go on? So, oh hello, what was that one? No, it's alright, it's fine. So they managed to, we managed to get 10. What's it called? Attrition, and we managed to get domination, and potentially assassinate as well. Because we managed to get the loot librarian. Ooh. So, right. It's gonna be interesting for the Iron Hand's last turn. Right, we'll come back on the Iron Hand's last turn. Right then, the very last turn then. So we've got our, it's essentially, you can see all the notes on the board, it's getting quite tense here. So we've got to do essentially assassinate really, and keep a domination, and possibly get attrition. Maybe, we'll have a look at that one. I think we are on track for that, especially if you kill some units. So, let's talk about killing some units then. So we had this chaplain fallback because we didn't want to lose 3 victory points for them potentially killing in melee phase. And since there's no more characters to kill, no more points to be gained, let's just move it back. So we've got the multi-melter sort of aimed at them. They're going to start shooting at them. And then everybody's, so the Blade Guard veteran has fallen back so everybody can shoot into the captain who's got 3 wounds remaining. So that does include my multi-melter there as well. Right, and includes these guys as well, you can see as well. So we'll do those guys up top because that will probably finish off the captain. So it's going to be 18 shots from assault bolters. So that's another 8. Okay, so no rerolls, but this should finish the captain off because it's just the volume of number really. Come here, you. So 3s. Not shabby. So this is going to be 3s again, because they're strength 5. Cool, and at minus, well then we'll be minus 2 now. Yeah, definitely, because we're being definitely an assault doctrine by now. Not assault tactical doctrine, so this is going to be minus 2, so this is its 4 up save. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wounds. That is 1 dead captain. Bloop, bloop, bloop. You are dead, my friend. Cool. And assassinate, and we're going to try those shots with the multi-melter then. So multi-melter into the company veterans. 2 hits, wounding on 2s. 2 wounds, minus 4, so this is the 4 up invulnerable save. 1 save, 1 doesn't, and how many damage does it do? Just the 1. It is close range, so that is 3 in fact, so that is 1 dead marine. We didn't quite finish off that squad. He can't fire. They can't do anything because they're the wrong team. I suppose we can fire the multi-melter into the Terminators there. So this is going to be total obliteration. So 4 shots into the Terminators. Hitting on 3s, so all hit. Wounding on 2s. All wound. So this is everyone's 5 up invulnerable save. So 2 save, 2 don't. So D6 apiece. So first one. 5 wounds, and second one, 6 wounds, so 2 dead Terminators as well. And I think that we've got the squad there. So we've got these guys with their pistols, so they'll shoot up into the, well, let me finish off that guy, actually. So heavy bolt pistols going into Sarge there. So 4 of them, 3s. We hit, so we are, so it's going to be 4s. 1 wounds and 4 save. He takes a wound, so he's on 1 wound left. And the plasma pistol inside of a Sarge. Hits, wounds on a 3. Wounds, -3, so 6 up save. Doesn't save, and it's dead. Sergeant. Okay, I think that is everybody fired, and we can do the charge. No, we're not going to do any charging. So we're going to leave it there, ladies and gentlemen. So let's have a look at the final bit. So we got 1, 2, 3. We own 3, so we own more than half. So that is domination. And domination and celebration. Oh, God, I keep losing my pen today. Really, it does. I keep moving it and then it just sort of miraculously turns back up again. 2 seconds while I get my mathematical pen out. Okay, so we managed to get the domination, and they also got attrition, and they got another assassinate. So, what have we got here? So we got 15 plus 6, so 21, 24, 27 there. So, maths don't fail me now. 7, 22. 22, 28, 38. 38 plus that. 38, 45, 65. Oh! Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. So, after all the game, even with a lot of Primaris still on the field, and what? We got any? We got 2 guys there, we got 1 Terminator there, and we've got the old Vindicator Assassin. We actually managed to pull a win out for the Firstborn. They come up for 67. So what won it for us? Definitely the primary objective, and finally the Psychic Ritual, and plus a lot of assassinations there. If you can see on the board, it's very big scores all around, but that was a long game. My brain was deteriorating, like, seriously, through halfway through that game. But it finally answers the question then. Obviously this Primaris are tougher and they'll hang around longer. But the Firstborn are more agile and will get the job done. So, thank you very much for hanging around for this extremely long battle report, ladies and gentlemen. I'm now going to have something to eat and having a bit of a sit down. I will catch you all next time. Take it easy, everybody. Bye.